Shout out to everybody here. I'm sorry. I've had a sneeze attack for literally all morning. I had a pile of leaves last night, and the leaves were just too much. So I took my lawnmower and I went over all the leaves. I don't know what happened. I was fine when I went to sleep. When I went outside and drove my daughter to school, I started sneezing. I sneezed like 15 times. Then right now, for the last 20 minutes, I was sneezing on and off to the point of no return. My head is pounding. I feel really strange, but don't worry about it. I called the short for everyone in my trading group, and you know what? I made it happen. So let's get into it. Let's break it down. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here with the Crypto Lifer. Hopefully the lemon water will make me right, and let's see how we can get through this. But oh my God, like I can't oh man. Anyway, who cares, right? I can't ruin my show. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. I wish I had a stand-in. Oh, my God. May the lemon water help me, please, dear Lord. Dear Lord, please help me with this sneeze. Get through my live stream no matter what. And get rid of this headache. It just help me push forward. 10 minutes from now, I'm going to be rocking and rolling like it never happened. God bless. Amen. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's get the music up and running. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Come on, Big Unit. You funny, man. Big Unit. This guy. You know, you just changed my whole vibe, man. Big Unit. This guy. Hey, over here. I'll run this pony. Make short gains. Mold and fungus spores from disturbing the leaves. Interesting. Probably what happened, right? Oh my God, our lives are allergic to gains. Well, let's break it down. In the morning, I put out a short squeeze, and the short squeeze nailed it. And anyway, if you're listening to this news right here, Justice Department, come on, man. June 18th, isn't that old news? Oh, maybe that's an old one that I Googled and it found. Yeah, Brave loves to give me old news, man. I love Brave, but I also don't like Brave in some other ways. Whenever I don't use Google, Brave plays games, you know? Yeah, that's June 18th. I'm getting no news except for what you guys are seeing here 10 months ago, you know. I'll look at just in on Bitcoin Magazine. We got a little bit of FUD here coming into the markets in the morning, just to break it down. Argentina are friendly because they don't like that. See, the day he comes out, what do? They go the other way, right? Because they don't like the fact that he's getting press, all right? They're going to come after this dude. Don't think they won't. They're going to do what they did to Bolsonaro. They're going to do the same stuff, man. You're going to see. But I'm super happy, man. The people have spoken. Enough is enough. And this guy's pro-Bitcoin. He's going to take over. So, of course, the day he comes out with big news, they're going to try to FUD us, man. That's what they do, all right? Trust me. That's why I use MEXC. You know what I mean? Place to be right now. Man, and my Bitcoin holding right there went down hard. But I'm not stressing. It's a long-term hold. Oh, man, I don't feel good, man. Dang. All right. Shake it off, Sammy Beans. So, look, if you were in my trading group this morning, I use a lot of my brain doing everything. If you're in my trading group this morning, I called the short for Bitcoin. All right? Right here. I put out a call. And while I was putting out the call, I also put this out at 7:53 in the morning. I could see a bear flag breaking down to about 36,009. And then I could see it even going lower, right? You know? And then when I showed you BOOKMAP had layers all the way down to 36,000. So 36K was an obvious move to the downside. You could see all the liquidity down here. BOOKMAP told us that the whales were about to bring us. I said this week usually dumps. I remember 3 different Thanksgivings. Crypto dumped on Thanksgiving Day. They love to dump Bitcoin on Thanksgiving week. They've done it to me, except if we're in a, like until next year, we're in a real bull run, every single time they dump it. Because they know that you're at your family, you're getting emotional because you can't get into the charts, so they dump the price in your face. I've seen it happen so many times. So that's why this is called Thanksgiving dump. This could continue to tomorrow. You never know. Could be a recovery. We'll take a look. But look, I called the short. There was my target was there. This thing going past the target to the downside. That was the first target. If you're in my trading group, we nailed the short to the downside. I gave you the call. I called long. I called short. It doesn't matter. I'm able to give you money both ways. Bang, bang, bang. Them traps about to rip out. Your shirt, man. Thank you for saying that, man. God bless everybody on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Get trapped out, man. Get your traps big. You know what I mean? That's why I like wearing a vest, too. You wear a vest, man. It accentuates your manliness. Vests are, you know. We have the best mentor in the game, them traps. But God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. If you can get those likes up to the watchers, you'd really kind of make me feel better. I'm telling you right now, let's get those likes all the way up to the watchers. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It would be the nicest thing you could do when I'm kind of coming out bagged right now. It would be the nicest thing you could do. So I'd appreciate it if you don't play games with me on days I'm not feeling well. Let's get those likes all the way to 700. Let's get it. 187, 500, 600 people think the like button doesn't apply to them. That's just not how we rock here on the Crypto Lifer Show. All right? That's not how we rock here on the Crypto Lifer Show. All right? I would smash the like on the way in. Thank you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Big data protocol doesn't dump with Bitcoin. Interesting. What's up, crypto homies? Shout out to everybody. CSIX still holding gains. Let's take a look at CSIX, right? Carbon, browser. Even C6 took a dump. It didn't matter. See, Bitcoin takes the whole market down. Everyone gets scared and starts to sell off their coins. It's so funny, man. This was all the way up to 9 cents. Still holding 8 cents. Though still holding pretty nicely from where it was, right? We got in super early. This thing continued to boom to the upside. Yeah, you should have to smash the like to join the comment section. Just in, U.S. Department of Justice to announce cryptocurrency enforcement today. Yeah, no, we've seen it, man. We talked about it. Who cares? You guys are so stressed. You know what I mean? Enforcement, you know, so they're not going to do any type of anything, and they're just going to come out and go hard. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? Twitter, you go to Justin's. Bloomberg, yeah. And honestly, this is just fun, man. This is just a way to get us getting cheap Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't stress this stuff at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, who front run it, right? I mean, boom, right? Bitcoin is on the ballot and the polls look good. Announcing the primary issue. Bitcoin, baby. Bitcoin magazine, you know? Protester Occupy Wall Street when Bitcoin was $2 exactly 12 years ago. He knew. Look at that. This guy was telling you about Bitcoin when it was 2 beans. That's pretty cool. Which one is a Ponzi? The U.S. national debt, United unlimited supply, not backed by anything centrally controlled, or Bitcoin, the fixed supply, backed by energy. Nobody can control it. You are here. You are here. Think about it. Which one would you rather be a part of? 21 million total supply or trillions of dollars that never end? They print to zero. You know what I mean? Bang, bang, bang. I'll tell you right now what I do when I see this happen is I buy more Bitcoin. You know what I mean? And I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. You know, right now, look, BTC, USDT. I'm about to lay down the hammer. All right. BTC, USDT. Today's a good day. $3,500. Let's pile on in, baby. Get me some more Bitcoin. Every time they bring the price down, I love it. Let me get some more, baby. Let me get some more. $3,500 worth of Bitcoin. Send it. Send it. Let me get that. Let me get that. Order history filled. Look, that's right. And I'm stacking my BTC. I just got 1/10 of a Bitcoin almost. I mean, there's going to be a time where you can't get that much. I hope Hebe feeling better. Prayers for a healthy pregnancy. I'm so distracted. My wife's going through the pregnancy sickness. Me too, man. It's not easy. I got to do so many things for her, running around with the kids. I'm doing laundry. I'm doing things I never had to do for the last few months. You know what I mean? Because I'm busy as it is. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I remember you buying at 19K. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Drink some citrus tea with the Gimber, man. You should have to smash that like, baby. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 852 souls, 320 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Flexing like always through the FUD, baby. Oh yeah. I don't give a dang. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on, let's get real. The best asset in the world, let's get real. You know? But we got 2 things today. We have a short stock week, right? You know what I mean? Which is crazy. All right. I don't have a cold. No, I just started sneezing this morning. You know what I mean? And we're going to break down if Bitcoin's going to continue to go to the downside or not. That's what I do. That's what we figure out here every day on the channel. And we're going to do it again Bitcoin at 36,460. And let's break it down. Let's talk about it. I already called the short. I called the flag. I can see where we're going. I can see key levels to watch. We're going to start looking at other key levels and break it down. You lose this point of control, you go down to 35,500, you know. And look, my measured move of this symmetrical triangle that we were in brings you all the way down to 34,330. So that's the next stop that I see us going for once you lose this key level here, unless you get a bounce back up in a V-shaped recovery. We're going to break it down for you. I'm going to remove all my work. We're going to go into the weekly chart. We're going to talk about this swing failure, and we're going to break it down like we do every single day here on the channel. Got a better mouse. My old mouse wasn't acting perfect. It was acting up, to be honest. So look, the weekly hit a beautiful resistance. You can't beat that. Probably a good time to possibly open up a major short, you know, and you're going to have to come back down to the 21-day moving average. The weekly is just too far away from the 21. So I do see a pullback coming for most of the market, and I would pay attention to this, right? We had a beautiful month of euphoria. It was amazing. Everyone gets crazy and gets excited, but look, the fear and greed index, whenever it gets to 69.70, there has to be some profits taken. And it's funny they didn't even go into fear today. They'll reset this. We should reset, but this thing is garbage, man. It should be more attentive. Like, there's obviously fear right now, and they're still saying this heavy greed. But, you know, we'll take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and break it down. When Sam removes his work, it's time to learn. Yeah. So, resistance, right? Clear resistance right there for Bitcoin. We talked about it many, many times. I told you, I'm not bearish until what? Until we lose the 200 SMA on the 5-day chart. Still holding a green candle on the 5-day. Nothing really to worry about. Slight pullback. You know what I mean? Don't get your panties in a bunch, as my wife used to say. And she does say that, you know. But, you know, stay, you know, don't get too crazy here. You know, we could still be in this beautiful symmetrical triangle, a smaller one or a bigger one, with a move to the upside. Here's your bullish sign. As long as you stay above this trend line, as long as you stay above the 200 SMA, I see no worries. You know, I don't. But Bitcoin's still taking a bit of a dump. The weekly has a swing failure pattern. You can see this clearly by this is the high candle. Candles on either side don't match the zone. We wicked halfway to through the wick. Shout out to Master Friend. And that's, you know, 37.7 was the best we could do. We struggled. So, you know, not all bad, not all good. I don't like how far away the weekly is from the 21-day moving average. Come back. You're going to have to likely come back to it. That's something that I always talk about and I always go over. The 3-day as well has to come and kiss this 21-day moving average. I want it to go sideways. That would be great. And there's a chance that we do go sideways. Remember, dude, just a week ago, we were having trouble getting back above 34,000, 35K. So, you know, we're battling 36.5 right now. Everything seems to be okay. Take a deep breath. Don't let it get to you. Make money with the short. That's what I do. I make money on the short so I don't have to worry. Don't have to stress. I'd be more concerned if it kept flying up because the crash would be a big one. Amen. Yeah, and I said that last night on Spaces. Shout out to anyone that jumped into my Spaces. If you don't know, I do Spaces at 8 every single Monday night. Spaces at 8, and we break it down for you clean and concisely, right? So the daily extremely oversold in the stochastics. RSI does need to reset, though, after some bearish div. I mean, but there's a chance, you know, and also it's kind of like an M, or it's kind of like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, too, in a way, even though it's not perfect, and I can see it that way. Once you lose the 21, you're going to come touch the 50. If you lose the 50, you're going to come touch these other areas. If you lose this high volume node right here, look how big the gap is right there. You'll come right back down to $27,000, $28,000. So don't be surprised if this market takes a pullback. Do not be surprised if this market takes a pullback. Take your profits. Make sure you ensure profits. Unless you're in some long-term hold that you truly believe in, make sure that you know, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking is financial advice. All I'm saying is no one ever went broke taking profit. Shout out to Crypto Pollo in the house. When can I get the emoji red, man? I don't know what that means. Location, baby. Shout out to Crypto Bellico. Exactly. Shout out to the 938 people. You're at the right place at the right time with the lemon water. We're going to keep the lemon water going. Watch, I'm going to be fine in 5 minutes. I'm not sick. I'm just sneezing. Something got me allergic. Something triggered my allergies. All right, thank you for all the people here. I really, truly, really appreciate it. So the daily looks like we could get a bit of a bump. What you're looking for is some hidden bullish divergence if we can get it, you know. Moving to the 4-hour. The 4-hour didn't look good. And I kept saying that last night. I said, man, the 4-hour looks like it wants to take us to the downside. As long as it stays above these highs, I'm not stressed either. And we still could be making a beautiful symmetrical triangle. So right now I'm looking at this as the possible, flag that we're looking at. You could say I kind of broke out. I'm going to delete the bigger one. So you can look at it like this. We kind of broke out, broke back inside, and then this is what I'm looking at, somewhat of an ascending triangle. You could say, hey, no, this was it. That was the trend line, and we broke the trend line. But I like that wick touched, and I usually don't use wicks and candle bodies, but if it comes convenient and it does make a nice touch, then I'll take it, So here's the deal. You lose this point of control right here, or this high volume node, you're likely going to drop down to these key areas of support or resistance. Support, resistance. Let's look at that daily. Did we lose that key level? And right here, look, previous resistance became support. Until we lose this level right here, 35,600. I also am not too stressed about the move. All right, that's going to be a key level they're going to watch out for as well. Let's take a look at our 1 hour time frame. Our 1 hour broke below the 200 SMA, man. The old, and I keep saying, once we got above it, it was okay. Once you get below it, not okay anymore. I am bearish the second a candle closes below a 200. Same as I'm bullish the second a candle closes above it. Take your swing trades, take your money in and out of the markets, right? So you lose the 200 SMA on the 1 hour, your likely next destination is the 200 SMA on the 2 hour. Your likely destination, if you break that, is the 3 hours. So this is the next area that I'm looking at for some support and resistance because we're going to come and tussle. Now, there's a chance we get our move back to the upside. We're going to take a look and see if this was the liquidity grab for the day. And we're going to break that down for you as well, okay? Okay, morning, brother. How you doing? Thank you. God bless everybody. Shout out to Redman, CryptoPoya. Whales trigger their buys off of the 36. Used to be 106 Bitcoin. Now it's 340. I know. I'm short now, over 150% gain. Should I keep holding? I'll never tell you what to do. I like to take profits and sell early. When I'm up, I secure gains. 50, 60, 70% at least, I secure the gain. All right. No hidden bullish either. I mean, this is pretty flat. While that moves down, I guess you could almost say it's a slight hidden bullish because this is flat and that moves down, but still not loving what I'm seeing here for BTC. All right. Remember, we even went over the idea that we were in a diamond here up at the top of the channel, and to me, it had some diamond feels. It had some diamond vibes, right? Wasn't perfect, but it had just this kind of feel like a diamond with this up and down movement in the middle. You came in the diamond, you drop out the diamond, all right? We went over it yesterday just briefly. It wasn't like my main focus, but it definitely was a diamond there on the time frame. So now that we figured out kind of where we can likely go, if we lose this level here, we're dropping down to 35.8. We lose 35.8, it's 35.5. We lose 35.5, it's 34.9. Those, until then, we can focus on that local support or resistance. Now, can we get the bounce all the way back to the top of the channel? We very well might. Look at my Bitcoin buy. It's already in the money right now at 36,488, right? Not saying it's going to stay there, but we'll see. We will see. Let's take a look at the 1 minute chart, and we're going to look for the divergence back up to the 200 SMA. And I mean, there it is right there. And there's the dinero banger right there. Swing low to swing low. You get pulled away from the 21-day moving average. Now you're likely to break back up to the yellow line, right? And again, even if you're bearish, usually you'll pump up to the yellow 200 SMA. Then you'll get rejected and you could come on down. But that's what we're looking at. This looks like a beautiful liquidity grab. We're used to seeing this a lot. And now the short squeeze starts on the other end. Look, and now they start squeezing the short. So right now, if you were late to the short, so you have to see the short before it happens, like I did. And you have to plan it out and then take it. If you're not planning out your trades and seeing it before it happens, then you're the one that jumps into the red candle and gets smashed. A bunch of people just jumped into this short, and now they're going to go after them. That's, when you're the latecomer, you get smashed. That's just what happens. Join my trading group so you're not one of these people right now getting liquidated. These are actual liquidations on the shorts happening as we speak. All right? 9 hands, 5 settlement or more. You mean Binance? I mean, don't worry. That's just a civil case too with Binance. And honestly, they should never have to give someone $4 billion. Like, that's insane to me. Like, that's the U.S. government trying to shake a businessman down. That's insane. Give us $4 billion? Like, man, when the people aren't happy with what the governments are doing, it's time that the government start listening to the people. Like, they're enforcing us. They're starting to bully us. It's starting to become a little much, if you ask me. It's not fair. Like, enough is enough. And I saw a lot of people say that today. Like, enough is enough. Twitter, people that usually don't even swear were just so pissed. You know what I mean? Even though the DOJ FUD, it's a season after all. God bless. Jesus is rising. Lee Coliff, I love you, bro. And I love Jesus, but that is a meme coin, man. And don't push a meme coin on me too much. I appreciate you, and I think it could go up. But, man, both Dems and Reps are upset with the SEC has been doing. Yeah, Democrats and Republicans are not happy. When they tell you who they are, you should listen. When they show you who they are, you should take notes and believe it. Dude, we're living in some type of, like, you know, it feels like, I'm going to say it, but it feels a little like, you know, Russia. Yeah, or you know, in Berlin. It feels like Germany when they had the wall. You know what I mean? I feel a government that's totalitarianism. I feel a government that doesn't listen to the people. I feel a government that's out of touch with its own country. And it's sad, man. We need a change. We desperately need a change. If we don't get a change, the people are going to demand a change. Americans are not going to sit back and let things just drift away. We're not that country. We're not Canada. You're not going to Justin Trudeau us. It's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? We're sick and tired of being told that we can't voice our opinion. We're sick and tired of not having open discourse. We're sick and tired of being, the XRP people who just been blatantly just treated horribly, even though they're supposed to be protected. You know what I mean? Fun fact, I have a piece of the Berlin Wall. Amazing. Yeah. Totally agree. Close. Yeah. I didn't mean Russia, USSR. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Germany. Yeah. Anyone who powers should be forced to retire at 65. You cannot work in the government over 65. Make it a rule. I signed up for your newsletter. I'll be in the group soon. My grandmother grabbed a piece when it fell. So cool. You will own nothing and be happy, and you'll eat bugs too. You know what I mean? And now they want new laws too on ammo. They don't want, if you buy ammo, they want to know more. They want to make people who sell ammo to be more licensed. Like, they're really constricting. And if you can't smell the coffee, you know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you, man. Everyone can see it. Everyone can see it. So here, if Bitcoin can't get back above 36,600, expect more downside. And I called along for my trading group, man, every single time. You know what I mean? I got you. Like, I'm not here to lead you astray. I'm not the guy that longs when the short's coming. I can give you the short before it happens. I called the short this morning. If you're in my trading group, you were in the money on the short. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Everybody, we love you. We appreciate you. We care about you. We want to see you change your life like I did. We want to see you do amazing things. All right? Also, we have Fed meeting today. Fed minutes today at 2. I don't think I'll be able to cover the Fed minutes like I usually do. Just too much packing, too many things, too much stuff going on. Kind of makes me sad because I really like to kick it with you guys one more time. I do have BOOKMAP from 1 to 2. You know what I mean? So I'll be live with BOOKMAP later on today. If you want to jump on into the order book, take a look. We'll see what we see happening in the markets. Oh, man. I'm starting to feel better, though. And look, join my trading group right here. Bang. And also, the big thing that I really want to talk about is my newsletter. My newsletter is the place to be. Every single Monday, I give you amazing alpha in my newsletter. Honestly, the newsletter will blow your mind. Like, it's something you wouldn't even believe. I got a couple newsletters here just to show you what they do and what they're like. But, I mean, this is welcome week 13. Altcoins are taking off. Tenacity in trading. Not stopping. We talked about actually persistence and about advancing despite resistance, and the use of disciplined habits to maintain your course and the dedication to your objectives and the resolve to preserve against all odds. Talk about decoding capital streams in the crypto universe. Talk about how the money flows. Give you examples, ideas. I'm telling you right now, this will blow your mind. So I would jump on into this newsletter. It would blow your mind. It's every single Monday. And what I'm doing with the newsletter, if you prompt in right here, promotional opt-in, and you do that, you're going to be able to get my Black Friday sale before everybody else. That's right, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the 27th to the 24th, before anybody else, baby. And we're going to give you an additional discount up to 35% off. If you join the trading group today, you would have been able to see the short before it happened today. Maybe you could have covered some losses, covered some longs. Make sure you didn't get bagged up. Just pay attention, stay focused, take gains. I'm going to help you do that if you help me. And I would never ask you to do something if it didn't mean it could help you. Jump on in today, hit the email address, put it in today. I'm going to make sure it's worth your while for the simple 10 seconds, 20 seconds that it took you to write in your email and click on this button. You're going to get so much value for just doing that small thing. And now you're connected to me. I might do private meetups that only people on the newsletter get invited to. I might actually rent a mansion and then pick whoever did the newsletter and invite you there with the plane ticket paid and everything else. Big things are going to happen to people. And again, I'm not guaranteeing those things, but I have big ideas later on. And if you join my newsletter and you're loyal to me, I'm going to think, hey, these are the people that I'd like to hook up the most, the people that went out of their way and did the right thing. So hit this right now, man. Jump on in. You're going to get awesome alpha. You're going to get a discount to my trading group that you can't get anywhere else. Join the newsletter today. I would greatly appreciate it. And I would not waste your time. I promise you, I would not waste your time. I make sure this newsletter is impeccable. I come to work every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. I don't take off Thanksgiving, not Christmas, nothing. You're going to see me New Year's morning, ready to rock. You're going to see me New Year's night. You're going to see me on Halloween. You're going to see me every single day because the market doesn't stop, so I won't stop for you. You don't stop for me. Jump on in today. I greatly appreciate it. So look, we have resistance at this key level. We need to get back above this level to remain bullish. I'm looking for Bitcoin to pump up to this 200 SMA, but this is what will happen. If the 200 SMA slowly slides into price and we go more sideways, expect more downside. This is an ascending triangle. They're 50-50 patterns. They can be more bearish when things are bearish. They can be more bullish when things are bullish. Right now, looking like a bear flag that wants to break to the downside, in my humble opinion, and getting rejected by a key resistance area. So Bitcoin is struggling. Look, bounce. So look, that's going to be your next area. If you can't get back above even this point of control here, that POC, it's a red line. And my main area here is 36,621. If you can't get back above 36.6, expect more downside. I do see a shoulder, kind of a head and a right shoulder there, but it's not panning out. And then the stochastics want to push us to the downside. Remember, oh my God, look at that, dude. Holy shinolis. That was supposed to happen. The inverted head and shoulder did break to the upside, and that's my money, my dinero printer. We should pump up to the 200 SMA. They just squeezed a massive amount of shorts. Let's take a look at what just happened there. That was insane what they just did to price action, you know? Oh my gosh, did you see that? One of the biggest short squeezes I've ever seen for Bitcoin in my life. I'm up big now on my Bitcoin buy. Look at that. And that's why you have to have guts of steel, man. And look, it did. It pumped up to the 200 SMA just like it was supposed to. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Whenever you find the divergence on the 1, you get pulled away from the 21, you pump up to the 200 SMA. However, we did have to get back above that. I can't believe it. It did it the second I talked about it to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. And when I showed my newsletter, 20 people left the stream. Wow, I'm giving you something amazing. So many people are just haters, man. A lot of weird secret weirdos. Shout out to everybody here. We also do an amazing leverage mastery class. It's a 2-hour video class that you receive. It's not live, you receive it, but then you get 3 weekly Zoom mentoring sessions. How much do you desire to be able to ask questions live? How much do you desire to show your chart and ask someone what they think? How much do you desire to have your hand held slightly and have someone really talk you through a lot of things and to be able to visit that person 3 times a week and really get into the mindset? Hit this QR code in the link below. It's going to be $200. We're taking 30% off for Black Friday. I would highly suggest this too as well. It'll blow your mind. All right? Can't wait to see you there. 3 days till Black Friday. By subscribing to our newsletter, you receive periodic emails from Momo Achieving containing information, updates, promotions, and other marketing content. And Jamie just sent me another newsletter that I just wanted to show you. The only thing, that newsletter has your email on it, Jamie, at the top. And I don't want to flash that, man. You should take that off if you can, you know? I noticed that the other day, and I don't really want to flash your email just by scrolling down. And I can't control everything that I do with my finger. So if you could send that to me without your email at the top, might be a good idea. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just one thing that I want to talk about. But I appreciate you, and I think I'll show it. But I'm gonna scroll down and hope I don't make a mistake. But this is amazing. The 4 pillars of holistic success in trading, and this is the Black Friday, man. Jump on in today. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna blow your mind. Anyway, I'm done shilling. I shilled, and I'm gonna get back to brass tacks. So if Bitcoin can get back above the 200 SMA, which it did, you can see a pretty nice move to the upside. This is something that I see all the time. This is like, I teach this strategy to so many of my students. I talk about it. It's the 1 minute dinero bang on the 1 minute chart. You wait for price action to make a bullish div. It gets pulled away from the 21, and then it pumps right up to the 200 SMA. There was a gap in the VRVP, so we cleared the gap really fast. and we nailed it. Now, if you close a candle above the 200 SMA, you're likely to continue to pump to the upside. Look at us all the way back to 37K again. Unbelievable what they're doing to Bitcoin right now, right? Getting the move. And so here you go, like the bottom of this channel. Once that's solidified, that's usually the cash grab. And then we do have to break back above 36.6, which we did actually. Oh, wow. We're actually recovering pretty fast. This is like an insane recovery. And she has come all the way back up to the top of the pattern. Insanity, right? And that's why you buy on the lows, right? I just bought that Bitcoin right in front of you. I'm up $500 and I bought a big chunk of Bitcoin, right? Just a seventh. I'm probably up like 120, $200, something like that, or probably like $80, something like that. 8 times 7 is 56. Yeah, about $90. 9 times 5, 45. But the idea, man, just be careful, man. If you don't understand how to trade, you will get wrecked. A bunch of people that jumped into the short, now that you're above the 200 SMA, you should pump. Once you clear a 200 SMA, you're about to pump nicely to the upside. So shout out to anyone that just saw that happen. I teach my students this all the time. This is the 1 minute dinero banger. Who here has learned this from me and is able to implement it, have actually used it? I've never worn this tie in the live stream, by the way. I suited up today. I actually drew this tie. Everyone already emails me. All right, cool. I just want to make sure, man, because it was your real name at Proton. I just wanted to make sure, like, it wasn't, Wow, the newsletter is amazing, guys. Like, I'm so proud of everyone on my team that helps me produce the value that we produce here on the channel. Unbelievable. You guys are unbelievable. Shout out to the 1,000. Who here has learned this money printer from me? I'm going to jump into the chat. I want the chat to interact. It'll go right back down. See, people like that say, what will happen to Bitcoin, man? Look at this. It will go. Tom, I love you. You're a member. You don't want to say what's going to happen to Bitcoin, man. You want to look at a chart, and if you have something that you've done before, bro, I just sold everything. Did you really sell everything? Did you panic sell? Are you joking around? I hope y'all were long, right? I was all about to play it, then it rocketed, missed it by 20 seconds. Yeah, just used it for gains. Kept my long-term bags. Shout out to Life for Adam, growing my demo nicely thanks to you and friend. I like that you're trading demo because you're going to really get in the... When you start with real money, you're going to have a better confidence structure. You're going to know what you're doing. Took profits and bought the dip. My man, God bless you, brother. Just joined last week. The Discord is helping a lot, keeping me focused and accountable. I like to hear that. If I show up every day, how come you have to take a day off? Lifer suited and booted, baby, all the way, man. Just bought the exact bottom, amen. And it just went to be straight away. And look at that thing above the 200, and now we're gone. We're about to be back where we started yesterday. We were there this morning. Look at this. This is hilarious. And this was just news. They put out that news. Someone paid for this Cointelegraph nonsense. You know what I mean? Someone paid for this nonsense. The DOJ they're probably going to talk about some crappy little exchange. Remember the last time they did this? Actually, this is a good example. If we Google Justice Department makes a crypto call like thing, the last time it was BizLotto. It was like something that nobody cares about. You know what I mean? So like they do this. Some big whale put that out there just so he could grab Bitcoin on the low. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you right now, pay attention. Pay attention. Like they put this out here just so they could get right. The promise of Bitcoin is you're independent of control by the people who devalue currency since Rome. Bitcoin offers a way out of cryptocurrency devaluation, dude. More and more people that know what's going on are going to be jumping into Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now. And let's beat the FUD back. I mean, we have a lot coming on. We have a lot going on. We have a president that's pro Bitcoin, a president, an independent. He's in there as independent. He decided to leave. He couldn't handle it. Celtics at the Hornets. Did they win last night? Wow, they lost to the Hornets, man. Yeah. Damn. Anyway, I don't have time, man. I did my spaces at 8. I'm focused, right? Look, it's Adrian Brody. That's pretty cool. Shout out to Tiffany Fong. Ran into Adrian Brody in the streets of New York. You can find so many famous people in the streets of New York. It's pretty awesome. Shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. You got to work out every single day. The longer I'm in crypto, the more I enjoy and miss red days. Exactly. To love who you are, you cannot hate the experiences that shaped you. Amen. Shout out to Gina, Debbie Dabbler. She hasn't been on the stream in a long time. Man, Ben got his stake deal back. You know what that means? He's back in the money, man. Insane, right? I mean, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. But shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Follow me at Twitter, at CryptoLifer33. Understand when you get the falling wedge. And look, this was a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Looked like we were going to get the move. We went through the gap. We gapped all the way back up to the upside, 37,042. And did we get back above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame? That's really what I'm looking at. We did. I do not want to go below the 200 SMA on the 1 hour. That's how Bear City happens. That's no good. Look, the 1 hour is just getting started for a recovery back to the upside. And look, we're back inside my channel. You see? We're back inside the channel. People love this channel because I'm able to tell you when price dumps, I'm able to show you what's likely going to happen. You're sounding better, Sam the man. Shout out to Rave Song Records in the house, man. God bless you, man. I love you, bro. I really do, man. There's people in this group that I really, really appreciate, and you're one of them. Justin Cashmore is another beautiful soul that I really appreciate. Spent Christmas with him, and I do it again. You know, I'm going to think about you on Christmas this year. You're my brother, man, for life, bro. I'm going to love you for the rest. Yo, you're my brother for life, man. God bless you, brother. Crypto Bear Baker, I love you too, man. You've been so nice to me. Love Learning is a godmother to me. She was the first student I ever had, and she shows up every single day. Sam Nostradamus Price, baby. All day, baby. Dude, I showed you the short this morning, and then I called the reversal long on the 1 minute. What more can you get out of a trading group? What more can you get out of a trading group? You know? Now you're looking for what? The Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside, right? Let's take a look at this Sammy Cup and Handy that could possibly play out now. The 1 hour looks good. 1 minute just shapely, all right? And now we got a cup and handle on our side. We can go to 37. What if we go to 38K and we flush the shorts to the upside? Bang, 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 right? Sammy, hold my hand. Anytime, Robert. Come on, let's go. Stupid, man. Yo, Mama trades Litecoin. You're stupid, man. Shout out to Billy Bob 369. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Don't talk about my mom, man. Her husband just died, and she's in a bad spot. How about TI Coin? What do you think, up or down? It's like you're going to follow Bitcoin, but that thing is hot. People like to get into that, you know? The hourly is ready to blast. Oh, the hourly looks really nice. So now we use the 1 minute to possibly enter an hourly trade. We want to see if this cup and handle can play out for us. This gives us 38,000, 37,962. And again, I'm the guy that doesn't tell you where Bitcoin's going. It's going up. It's going right back down. I don't say stuff like that. I don't know why people get so adamant about having to call the price. Like, it's going to do this. It's going to do that. You have no idea what it's going to do. The charts tell you what it's going to do. This divergence in this inverted head and shoulder told you that we were going to pump to the 200 SMA. Then you got above the 200 and told you could pump. I didn't tell myself I knew where Bitcoin was going. I didn't tell my group. I never say that it's going to do this, it's going to do that. Whenever I see someone do that, I feel bad for them because I know they get wrecked a lot. It's going down, then it's going up. It's going to go to 37, then it's going to go to 38, then they're going to dump it. You don't know what it's going to do, man. Stop telling yourself you know where price action's going. You don't. You don't. I actually get like almost annoyed when people tell me they think price. You don't know where price is going. I do this every single day and I don't tell you where price is going. Like, get your mind right. Focus. I want to help these people, but you can't help people that can't help themselves. You know what I mean? God helps those who help themselves. My dad used to say this to me. It's on you. You have free will for a reason. You know, there's people that say, oh, all these bad things happen to people. Then God couldn't exist, you know? And you know what? God gives us free will. If someone walks down the street and they accost me, that's that person's free will. Like, I have to deal with it. I have to know that there's danger out there and protect myself. You know what I mean? I always have to stay, you know, ready, willing, and able. So I know that I can pray and stay protected, but does that mean I leave my door open in the middle of the night? You know what I mean? So, like, I know I can pray and say, God, dear, take care of me, but does that mean do I leave my front door open tonight and say, you know what, God's got me, man. I'm straight. No. You lock your doors, man. There's a reason, right? So you pray, but you also got to do the right thing. You know? I see this cup and handle about to blast to the upside. Sammy Cup and Handy all the way back up. The short squeeze usually isn't over. A short squeeze that big, and they got a lot of fear in the market. Look at the squeeze, bro. Oh, my God, on BOOKMAP. And we're going to have fun on BOOKMAP today doing the tutorial. Massive short squeeze, bro. And look, if you were in the shorts with me, I showed you a place to take profit right when there's divergence on the 1 minute. That's the place to take some profit. And look, now let's take a look at what they're setting up for. Now they got 38,000. Wow. Look at that. Look at the liquidity grab. 633,000 liquidated. 10,261 accounts. These are accounts. 68 accounts. 28 accounts. Hundreds of people lost all their money today and got absolutely liquidated. I'm here every single day. Don't get liquidated. Stay on point. Stay focused. You know what I mean? Trust me, man. You got to stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. All I know is we need to hold 37 for today. You still prepare for the worst. You lock your doors when you leave before you go to bed, but if you forget, then you have faith God watches over you. Hey, man, I like what you said. Praying is useless without work, and work is useless without praying. I love what he just said. Praise you. If we get about that resistance and stay above 37,240, like you said, it's go time for me. We could get a bigger pump to the upside. Now we're battling 37,000. That's going to be kind of where we're at right now on the 1 minute time frame. And don't worry, this is going to be the stream that's going to calm you down. Before I knew all this, I would have just saw a red candle right now on the 2 hour or the 4 hour, and I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, oh my God, we're done. Sorry, I love that, but it's just funny. Honestly, now I see a hidden bullish in the 4 hour time frame. That goes down a little bit more, and that swings up because it's by candle bodies. It tells me we're going to get a pump back to the upside. This is interesting what's happening for BTC. And now we can kind of get back into what we were looking at before and say, hey, it actually hit the channel. It's getting very, very tight. This is becoming very interesting. Let's go back to the one and watch this cup in handy. Let's go full port in the cup in handy. Full port. Master friend, let's go full port in the cup in handy, man. All the way, baby, all the way, right? No. Especially not on a Tuesday when you have Fed talking today. You know, you got a lot of stuff. Go to Forex Factory. And check out the red folders, baby, and see what's happening today. Red folders are like, hey. So look, I mean, CPI in Canada, all right? So Canadian CPI, they're going to talk about that. It affects the market a little bit if you're trading Forex in Canadian dollars. But then today's the FOMC meeting at 2 p.m., all right? And, you know, usually they talk. You hear a little bit about what he has to say. You hear if he's bullish or bearish. You know what I mean? The minutes usually is not televised, though, right? The minutes isn't televised. Yeah, so you won't. They do it behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure the minutes, Fed minutes are not televised. But we'll get usually they'll get like some type of press conference out of it, you know. Yeah. And honestly, the BIMAT settlement is bullish. You know what I mean? So, yeah, get the Federal Reserve minutes in real time. All right, November 21st, 2 o'clock, 4, you know. And it just Fed minutes, man. All right. Dollar retreats ahead of minutes from Fed's October meeting. And let's take a look at the DXY. It looks like the DXY had a bit of a dump easy. All right. Up now they're trying to take the price back down again. They're struggling with the 200 here on the 1 minute. If we lose the one, anytime you lose at 200, I always, you know, I'm always watching. So right now we're at a precipice. Price came back to the 21. Holding the zone, and this is where I pull a Fibonacci, and I'd be looking for a possible golden pocket. But really, we should bounce here. We should bounce off this level. Bounce with the 200 and the 21 getting tight. Takes a lot of guts right here to take a long, honestly. But we should be getting a bounce. The squeeze is not over, in my humble opinion. They needed more money to get us to the upside. They didn't have enough shorts, so they shorted us down. I love my whole team, man. Jamie, thank you, man. You always put things in perspective when I get crazy, man. That's why you need a team, everybody. You're not always going to be spot on. Sometimes I'm neurotic. Sometimes I think things that aren't true. Sometimes I need people around me that say, hey, Sam, you're just kind of, you know, you feel like the world's against you, but it's not. Don't worry, you know? So now we look at the fib here, and we want to see us come down likely to this golden pocket. We're battling the Fibonacci on this level. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. You're in a falling wedge. You do have a cup and handle here for Bitcoin. However, it's heavy volatile today. The volatility. What is volatility? It's insane price action going up and down all over your face. That's what it is. And I did say all over your face, you know, like you're eating pie. All right. Now, so look, next support, we bounce there. And so these are the two areas I'm going to watch. The 786 has a nice previous resistance, which becomes support. Okay. But again, we didn't get back above some key resistance right there at 37,221. That's going to be the level we need to break back above to remain bullish. You know what I mean? And Bitcoin now struggling back to 36.8. All right. So euphoric cash grab could go back the other way. All right. Could go back the other way. Stay in touch to the trading group, everyone. If you can, we greatly appreciate it. It's the place to be. And we're going to make sure that we give you all the data that you need every single day here, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. All right, God bless the beautiful souls in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Sorry, I'm a little lower energy. I was sneezing my face off at the beginning of the stream, but I'm starting to feel a lot better. I'm starting to kind of get back into the groove. It took a while, though. I had a headache. I was sneezing. Sneeze Louise. So now we're looking, look, golden pocket. We're in the golden pocket now on the fib retracement, okay? And it's a previous bounce area that we're bouncing off. Tells you that we, however, I'm not buying this, man. The 4 hour, let's see what the 4 hour. 4 hour still has a ways to go. 4 hours not done yet. And did the 1 hour break back below the 200 SMA? No, not yet. I don't want to see the 1 hour. If the 1 hour breaks back below the 200 SMA, expect more downside. So I'd be watching this very, very closely. Very closely. And we're going to switch back to the 1 minute. So I gave you the 1 minute. I'm showing you bigger and smaller time frames. All right. Now, it's a gutsy call to long right now. It's extremely gutsy call to long, but you are longing a golden pocket retracement. It's not like you're winging it on some craziness. And we have almost like a 7-to-1 risk-reward ratio here. I'm thinking of possibly taking a long here on the 1 minute time frame. I want to see us break back above the 200 SMA first, so I get rid of everything. I'm just looking for price to break above this yellow line. Once we get back above this yellow line, it'll give me more confidence to make the long. This is a Sammy cup and handy for sure. That's a cup and handle. And I pulled the retracement on the Fibonacci, but it doesn't mean nothing is guaranteed. Price can do whatever it wants at any moment. All I do is pray probabilities. All right? Triple top above our heads. And you're looking for this level to hold. You're looking for the 618 fib to hold here. All right? And look at that. It's a 639 to 1. Risk $100 to make $600. I mean, that's a beautiful thing, And never feel like you have to trade. Never feel like you have to force yourself to trade. All right? CVD and open interest coming our way. Yeah, the cumulative volume delta is pretty beat down too as well, right? And the cumulative volume delta is really cumulative, is when you add things up or down. Volume is how much volume, and the delta is the plus or minus on it. Right now, negative 9,000 is pretty strong on cumulative delta. Look at this. They just liquidated the longs. 1 million in longs got liquidated. So someone went so hard right there. So when that pump happened, a bunch of people thought they had nailed it, and they got liquidated. Look, $2 million in longs. Wow. They just went after the people, man. So look, if you were in my trading group, we won the short. Then I was able to call the reversal, right? And I wasn't saying I knew exactly what's going to happen, but this is how you call reversals. And this is actually a strategy in which I preach and teach to my trading group all the time. And I'll blow your mind. Look, see this strategy here? Take a picture of it. Remember it. All right? I'm about to take a long here because it's about to get back above the 2. I like this curvature on the stochastics. It's going to be one of the riskiest longs I ever took. I might only risk $100 in the long. Let's take a look at it. Let me rebuild it on my futures. Right now, I'm going to trade here on MEXC. MEXC is the place to be. All right? MEXC is the place to be. It's the fastest, easiest way to trade futures in the game. All right? And whenever I do it, I'll look at the time frame I'm going to trade it on. Pyth is getting a lot of love right now. You might want to look up Pyth. All right? I'm seeing it getting talked about all the time. It's Pyth, Pyth this, Pyth that. And everyone's into their Pyth right now. So now, sometimes I miss my beautiful entry when I'm setting up, but I stay disciplined, right? I used to sometimes enter the trade without the risk management. It never works because I got to see the risk before I'm entering the trade. So we stay above the 200 SMA, then the trade will play out. We break back below it, then I might have to bail. And that's kind of how this trade will play, all right? The angle of the cup and handle is important, how you angle that. Otherwise, you won't get the proper measured move. Explain how I figured this out over time. You just will. Subconsciously, you're able to see and understand a lot of things that other people don't. Just keep playing with price action in a way that other people can't, So look, there it is. I mean, your target's 37,976. The stop loss is 36,659. And so this is what I do here. I always make sure that I'm seeing it right. 37,976. All right? Look at that, dude. It's pumping hard right now, and I knew it. I just missed my entry, man. Wow. Stop loss at 36,659, right? And you want to see an aggressive move here. Now, we may have a problem when we get to this level. all right? And then I don't risk a lot on a crazy day like today. Like I said, I want to risk $100 to make $400. That's not bad, all right? Worst comes to worst, my liquidation is 35,319, all right? And I can't lose a lot of money on this trade, right? I can only lose, really, with my stop loss, I can lose $100, right? So I'm not planning on losing a lot. That's the quickest cup of coffee you ever make, $2.42 in a half a second. $5 now in a half a second, right? Well, 10 seconds. Let's talk about it. But that's like $1 a second almost right there, So I'm going to take a high risk long here based on, my strategies and what I teach. Now, and again, there's no guarantees this is going to play out. I could look like a complete clown. People could judge me for this one trade of my life. You know what I mean? And that's okay. That means I'm not afraid of fear. I'm not afraid, If I was afraid, I wouldn't take the trade in front of you. I'd be so afraid of losing in front of you that I wouldn't be able to take the trade. And we want to see more short liquidations up into the $35,000 level. We still got this whale over at 38K telling us that we can likely get there. We'll see what happens on the live. We'll see what happens on the move. All right? I could easily lose this money right now in front of you. I'm not guaranteeing anything. And if you don't know how to trade futures and you've never done it before, I suggest you trade spot for a long time. And I suggest you use a demo account. All right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm never going to tell you what to do with your money, but I would pay attention. All right? There you go. That's a quick $17. I mean, you could scalp that right now and call it a day. You do that 10 times, it's $170, right? Well, this is high volatility. It took me years to kind of control myself and be super calm in these moments in time. Learn from your losses. They are gifts. Suffering produces endurance. Endurance produces character. Character produces hope. And hope is salvation. Seize the day. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. God bless you, brother. And look, you're up $20, $30 immediately. See how that happens? That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. And now you're above a 200 SMA, right? And look, things starting to play out in our favor. The bounce off the 618, the Sammy Cup and Handy. Now I want to see if the 5 minutes in our... Yeah, 5 minutes a little not cool. 7 minute also sucks. I don't like that. I didn't look at the 7 minute and the 5. They don't look great. 15's got some love on it. But yeah, those smaller time frames tell us that a pullback, it might not be that strong of a pullback. But here we go, baby. Here we go. Now we're in the money pretty nicely. And that's how you scalp $35 real fast. You know what I mean? You do that 10 times, 4 times. I'm almost at $40 now. You do that 5 or 10 times a day, man. And I usually sell early. I wouldn't look. There's 40. That's a quick $50. You know what I mean? I hit last right here. I hit 100, and I'll take my money right now. I'll take my scalp. Bang, nailed it. Call it a day, right? It may keep going. Who cares? I can do that 10 times a day. Make myself $500 a day. That's $50 in 5 to 10 minutes. Come on, man. You know what I mean? To be like, oh, that's not a lot of money. You didn't make a lot of money. Bang, bang, bang. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. God bless each and every one of you for being here. And that the thing is, God bless everybody here for being on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So now look, a bit of resistance. What made me sell the trade was because the 5 minute doesn't look too good. It's a little overbought. You know what I mean? I would like the 5 minute to be less overbought. But look at that thing mooning now, 37.51. And I don't mind selling early. I have no problem doing that. No problem at all. As long as I take profits, that's all that matters. All right? That's my weekly Metro card right there. Nice. I know. Funny, this guy just said his mini trades, right? Well, we're talking about, all my friends are multimillionaires, and, what a moron. Anyway, I shouldn't even put him down. God bless you, brother. Danek, you have a problem. We love you, and I hope you get better, man. Yeah, we know you're alone at your computer feeling really strange. May you have a blessed day. And you're probably jealous. You're pissed. You're like, this guy wears suits and has a beautiful live channel, and he has thousands of people watching him. He made a little mini trade. So funny, man. If people like you affected me, then I never would have got here in the first place, man. But may you stay blessed, brother. The sad thing is I've deleted you from my channel. I never want to see your face again. You're a nasty, negative person that I probably don't want to ever be a part of in your life. So I'm happy that you told me. I love when people are nasty because, listen, when they're nasty, they just wave a flag. I have a red flag. Don't go near me. And you're like, yeah, that's a person you definitely don't want to be near. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just shorted with, how much leverage? 21x leverage in a high volatility day. Are you kidding me? On the 1 minute time frame? Get out of here, man. Anyway, God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. My local friend in Cambodia, useless lifer, for 1 per day. Imagine how much 50 is. I know, right? That's insane. Hey, Brett, all is amazing by my man. Hope is good with you. JOYSTREAM. JOYSTREAM continues to bang on them to the upside. Super excited about what happened. Look, there's the red candle. I sold perfectly right there because I could see that we were getting oversold, overbought on the 5-minute and the 7-minute time frame. They told me to be careful here. All right. Now, look, this likely will be our low for the day, but there's no guarantees, but it likely is because it was a major liquidation event. They got as many people as they can. There's only so many people out there, and they got as many people as they can. Yeah, look, the enforcement action is just them talking about the Binance settlement. You know what I mean? So, like, they came out, look, DOJ announced a settlement offer for Binance, $4 billion, courtesy, yeah. I mean, that came out yesterday, though. We looked at that yesterday. But U.S. Attorney Merrick Garland will hold a press conference at 3 p.m. to announce the separate but related cryptocurrency enforcement actions. The announcement will involve a settlement with Binance, according to 2 people familiar with the matter. The Justice Department is seeking more than $4 billion from the cryptocurrency exchange as part of a years-long resolution. They did nothing wrong. They just got shooken down for $4 billion. But what would this be cool is, wait, how many billion? 4, right? Dude, they took them for 4. Imagine having to pay $4 billion. They're like, all right, you're worth 8. Just give us half your net worth so you can keep doing what you're doing around the world. He got shook down by the powers that be, man. He got shook down by the powers that be, man. Crazy. Absolutely insane, right? And again, can Binance.com come back to the United States? That would be awesome. I'd be super excited if that happened. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. You should be excited. Things could actually go our way. A limit sold at 300 profit. I'm out over MEXC. Max leverage. Yeah, you're called max leverage. That's why. Honestly, you probably used the flash close button with extreme leverage on the other side of the move. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, but I can't deal with negative people, man. I have 850 people in my trading group around the world. Hundreds and hundreds of people using all different exchanges. And I don't see people whining, man. All right. All right, shout out to 1,125 people on the live, and that's why people come here, because it's the channel that calms you down when things aren't going the way you think they're going to go. When you're not sure what's going to happen to Bitcoin, you come here for the sauce, for the understanding, for the knowledge, okay? And listen, you have a low, you have a high, you have a low, you have a high, you have a lower high. Now, this is starting to do this, and now what you do here is I start building another idea. I'm always building. My mind is never ending. Always being creative, always finding a way, always thinking of the next possibility, right? And that's what's so beautiful about trading, is it never ends. Like, you're always on your toes. And I needed a profession that kept me on my toes all the time. Super, super important. Shout out to everyone that came to the spaces last night, man. 3 hours and a half. We really rocked it. Shout out to Gary Cardone coming in. Shout out to everybody hanging out with us. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to Trevor Anoyas. Shout out to Trav243. Shout out to Crunk C. Seize the day. Tom. Let's buy at some alts now, baby. I'm so heavy in alts right now. You know what I mean? So heavy. But look, there's a shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulder now. And that's likely going to continue to the upside. Makes me want to jump into the trade again right there, just in case. You never know. You know what I mean? Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't clicked the subscriber button, please click it and help the Lifer community. Spaces at 8 for the Discord group. Spaces at 8 in for the Discord group. Spaces at 8 is Twitter, man. It's Twitter, brother. You got to know what Spaces is. Gary was saucy last night. I could hear the whiz. You're funny, man. And I think he was eating the ice cubes at the end of his drink. Right? I think that's what he was eating at the end. Because he was sucking on something, but it was like, so he was just sitting there like playing with ice cubes, right? I think that's what it was. Shout out to Gary. We love you. We appreciate you. And we love everyone that joins the streams and joins the movement, man. You know? I would ask DOJ for a full U.S. reinstatement if I was Binance. Yeah, they're going to pay their way. I mean, this would be great. Watch Binance.com come back to America, man. That would be huge. If we could start trading Binance again, oh my God. Honestly, the liquidity, right? So, the ultimate low-carry meal, ice cubes. Yeah. I got kicked from Twitter 4 times. For doing what? How do you get kicked from Twitter, man? You know, you get kicked from Twitter by being really nasty to people and using profanity. You know what I mean? So, if you just speak your mind and you talk like a normal person, you know, usually you don't get kicked from Twitter. But you never know. I don't know. I don't want to, you know, there's no guarantees. We don't know what they're doing. So, look, we have a golden cross coming here. Front run the golden cross, right? The 50 is about to cross the 200 SMA. It's a very bullish sign. Usually it's very unlikely the price will dump from that. You never know, though. Look, this is a smaller cup and handy, right? There's a cup with a handle, although you're getting the dip buy right now, 36,893. Dude, I did a beautiful sell, right, on that move. I sold basically the top of that. How did I know how to sell? Because the 5-minute 200 SMA was overbought, and it told me that to be careful. It told me that we're going to have some trouble. Now, these smaller time frames are going to have to get back above to the 200 SMA too as well, all right? That's why it's harder to show you this stuff on multiple time frames, because my 1-minute work will get in front of the 7-minute work, and, you know, so that's why I kind of want to keep us on the 1 minute till we start seeing what's happening and we start getting some more clarity, all right? I need me some more near. Near's hot right now. Honestly, near's hot right now. Nope, not you. You can get kicked from Twitter for being, really? But I thought they were all against that, man. Depends on the CEO. Elon's new CEO let me be banned for science. I have heard she was removed, but I have to delete my tweet in order to be active again. Interesting. I got banned for Twitter for sharing a page from a book that was in our elementary library. Really? That's so weird, man. Well, now it's not too bad. Your concept works in gold, baby. Oh, yeah, you can do it at anything. You can trade anything in the world. Like, let's take a look at gold. I'm telling you, you can trade anything in the world with what I teach you. Anything. It doesn't matter. Because I'm algorithmically positioned. Like, the algorithm made me trade, and that's how they do it. You know what I mean? That's how they do it. So take a look here. Take a look at gold, right? US ounce on TWC here. And if you go to like the smaller time frame for gold, wow, gold's actually in a pretty cool spot. But look, here it is again. Here's the exact same thing I'm talking about. This is actually, I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. Watch this. I'm going to take a fractal from gold, put it on Bitcoin, and show you how they use the same algorithm over and over again to take your money. If you don't understand these algorithms, you're going to get smashed. I'm going to teach you how to see these things. I'm going to teach you how to pay attention. I'm going to teach you how to get the money. All right? So look, see this? Don't you remember? That looks a lot like what we just saw, and I'm going to show you what I mean. You see the shoulder and the head right there? See it? Look at it. It like matches almost exactly. Pump up to the 200 SMA, right? They did the same thing for gold right here. They did the divergence. They pulled away from the 21. They pump you to the 200. You take profit. That's why I sell 70%, because you never know when it dumps back down. Stop loss to break even, and you can't lose. And again, I'm not saying this is perfect. It's going to happen every time, but it's going to happen a lot more than you realize. And this is the strategy that I teach over and over and over and over again. Over and over again. Bang. Let's talk about our baby JOYSTREAM, my favorite coin in the game. I love this coin, and I've been in it for a long time. Look at that thing mooning. And it's getting ready for a possible bigger move here to the upside. Look at JOYSTREAM. Wow, look at this puppy, dude. And it's about to hit all-time highs, right? It's about, yeah. That's price discovery for JOYSTREAM. Shout out to anyone that jumped into JOYSTREAM with me. We're up massively on JOYSTREAM right now. Like, massively. And honestly, the 4-hour could be flipping right now. The 1 hour got spent. Move this over to my alerts. And there's my target again from this bigger flag. We've hit it all day. We've been staying. But look, now I have this. I mean, you got a nice little flag here. And I could see JOYSTREAM continuing to the upside to its next bigger target. Might as well go all the way to this next area here. Bang. And we got into JOYSTREAM like months ago when it first came out. I put it up here in this symmetrical. It bounced to the upside. If you see this, bang. I mean, look, and there's a cup with a handle there. There's a cup with a handle. Sammy cup and handy to the upside. You can't beat it, baby. You can't beat the movement. I've been into this coin for a long, long time. All right. And to the guy who says I make mini trades, right? All right. How about you eat my shorts on JOYSTREAM right now? And I show you how much I just made for my little mini trade. I just think it's funny, man. Talking to a guy that wears like $2,000 suits every day. The guy's out of his mind. Look, if I sold JOYSTREAM right now, I made $4,000 today. You know what I mean? So like, let's get at it. Let's get real. Anyway, I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. It's starting to make what's called, it is a symmetrical triangle, but we have a golden cross coming. You know what I mean? That usually gives me a bit of a move here. And we have a cup with a handle. If you see it, there's a cup and handle there that should blast to the upside as well. And we're actually on a support line as well. So we retested support for Bitcoin. And things are looking interesting. I'll be honest. I'm about to take my next long here, my next long scalp. All right, my next long scalp. And remember, don't trade because anyone else. That guy could have got me to trade bigger money and then go full port and lose my money. All Sam does is win. I know, right? 1 hour looks good, man. Don't feed the trolls. A couple of you, Billy Bob. Can you analyze where TIA coin will go from now, please? Send in a TA or super chat, man. If you want me to go over coin, you want to take over the show with your ask, send in a super chat. That's going to be the way you're going to be doing that, right? Shout out to the fan funding here. We got effing book. Pray for health and more likes. God bless you, brother. Get Vicks Vapor Rub, peppermint, or lemon honey, man. God bless OMAC. Yo, Lifer, Jesus coin is rising every day. We'll take a look at that. And please check ARK, consolidating, ARK. Shout out to Bryson. Shout out to Lee. Shout out to OMAC. And shout out to effing book. God bless you. Why don't you go read an effing book is what he says. You know what I mean? I used to call him Fing Book. I didn't know. You know what I mean? He's like, no, it's not Fing Book. It's, you know. So look, here's the next possible trade to the upside that I'm looking for. Bit of a high with a low with a higher low, right? So you have a bit of a trend in your, you know, and it is a symmetrical triangle, but almost kind of a bull pennant. Take the same, similar, it's almost the exact same trade that I took before. You see? Basically the same trade. I'm not even, yeah, we're going to 38,029. All right. And again, to be able to trade when the market's like this, man, it took me years. Took me years. Like the market's in shambles and I'm sitting there just calmly typing in letters and numbers and just doing my numbers, right? And I could risk half of what I just made, $36 to gain $200 now on the move. I'm not a fan of this curve right now. I want to make sure price action, it'd be nice if we got back above the zone. I'm waiting it out right now. I'm not feeling it 100%. My trader instinct's telling me to just sit tight for a split second here. And I want to go back to my top-down analysis now because it's just kind of how I do things. You know what I mean? It's just what I do. Bitcoin USD. I'll look at the Coinbase chart. It might be a little different, you know, different by 10 or $4 or something. Not a big deal. All right. So if you know me, I like to start at the weekly like we did at the beginning of the stream. And I was showing you signs of bearishness. However, see the 50 coming for the 200 SMA? That's front-running a golden cross. And it tells me that we could get a massive move up. And like, you know, Kathy Wood just pushed forward. The Binance settlement is bullish to me, not bearish. So they used it as bearish news. See how they did it? Dude, they were like, let's tell them there's an enforcement coming. And then we'll flush the market to the downside. We'll get everyone scared. Look what they did. Like, they used news again to manipulate most people, man. That's why I don't listen to the news, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. And God bless everybody here that's awesome and full of love. If you're full of love and you're amazing, put a heart in the comment section right now. If you love yourself, you love the lifers, put a heart here in the comment section right now. If you believe that love is the strongest frequency in the world, if you love being a part of this trading group, I want to see hearts right now. There we go. I want to see as many hearts as I can. Put a heart here. If you live in love, if you love love, and you're full of love, baby, and you want the love to spread the world, let's spread love through the world. Love is the strongest frequency. You cannot be denied when you live in love, right? No one can stop us when we live in love, baby. Look at all the hearts coming, man. Look at all the love here on this channel. I've never seen love like this. You know why? Because most people are afraid to use the word love. Love isn't their first. Love is my first thing. I say love probably, I don't know how many times I say the word love, but it's got to be 500, 600, 700, maybe 1,000 times a day. Wow, look at the love coming in right now. I've never even asked for this before. This is the first time I ever asked for a love emoji. And it's coming in so strong, baby. Bang, 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 man. Look at this, man. Look at the love. Thank you, Jamie. Look what you did, man. You got me on the right mode. Shout out to Rave Song Records, JSoul84. Shout out to everyone that's willing to give loves, man. We love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Thank you for being a part of something great. I appreciate it more than you would ever know. So Bitcoin's out of resistance. We're going to have to break through this resistance. We really don't want this weekly candle to close as a swing high failure as well, as SMC, Smart Money Concepts, could show us. JOYSTREAM does not care about Bitcoin at all. I also keep telling you, we're not bearish unless we break this trend line and we break this 200 SMA. So things are okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. All right. Wow, this trade's actually looking pretty nice now. I think I'm going to take it. jump on it again. And that's a 347 to 21x leverage, $7,000 trade. It would be like putting $7,000 into Bitcoin spot right now. That's what it'd be like, okay? Same idea, just using a little bit of levy off of the smaller batch, okay? All right, let's get back to brass tacks now. And if I get stopped out, if I win, I'm not going to stare at it all day long. You know what I mean? God bless you, man. So look, we're looking for this to do this and make some type of nice symmetrical ascending triangle, right? And I'm getting those, you know, when you get those, I'm getting like goosebumps and cold feels from like the sneezes. It's so weird, man. I don't get it. Anyway, so the 5 day, right, looks nice. And I just want to see it consolidate. As I showed you before, if this consolidates, that could be like about 15 days of consolidation. Could be 10 days of consolidation. Could be 5 days, you know. But it tells us that if we can get like a week and a half of consolidation, it's then very likely we go to 50,000. And we can get to 50,000 by, this says it's going to take till February 25th. All right. So it says 50K by February 24th of February 25th of 2024. Sorry. Not to, yeah, it's on the S. So Sunday, 25, they put the date, they put it like European style for whatever reason. And look, it looked like the trade is in the money a little bit, or no? We still down $1, down $3. Getting tight, and it's heavy risk right now. Also, the 5 and the 7 don't look amazing, so I'm fighting through price action a little bit. But I like this golden cross, and that usually propels us. And we're above this high volume node. Now, if we break the high volume node, I'm going to get stopped out. It's going to come back down to 36,543. That could definitely happen. Looks like we're getting a little bearish right now, too. All right. And it's not looking amazing. Stochastics are shutting us down. The 5 minute and the 7 minute never really got a chance to reset, and they're still way too overbought for me. It tells me to be careful as well. And that's why I got to do my top-down analysis. And I just got bagged on that one. $12, right? Might cut it off because I don't want to get back what I won. You know what I mean? Yeah, now you see, I wanted that to continue up. That red candle was kind of stressed. And look, the stochastics are telling you you're about to jump right now. Right? So I limp out. I'll limp out. Nope. Did I not get the limp out? It's iffy. It's iffy right now. It's very sketchy. That's why I'm not using a lot of money. I don't like where the 7 and the 5 minute are at all. Kind of was an impulsive move there. Sometimes I try to do things to show off a little bit too much in the stream. Like I might make a trade that I wouldn't make if I was alone. Streaming and trading is different, man. There's so many, because you're using psychology. You got people watching you. You might do something different. Like it takes a lot of, there's a lot of pressure. I'll be honest. A lot of pressure. You're wondering, people are going to judge you, every move you make. You know, a lot more goes through your mind if you were just sitting alone. And that's what's great too, is like everyone gets a chance to judge people when you're live like that, right? So look, and we break down the daily. Like I showed you before, the daily looks interesting. Like we could start getting a bigger push any time now. So the daily, and I will take the whole length of this pole. The daily is still in what's called an ascending triangle, and 49,190 would be the target. I saw it kind of, they're 49,000, let's say 230. It's interesting, all right? And I knew to cut that thing off. You know, you can see the stochastics don't look good. As long as we stay above the 200 SMA, I could stay in the trade. But the second we break that, there's no point. And I could tell that we were going to dump because I could see the 5 and the 7, right? And now you're basically in a symmetrical triangle, and they mainly break to the downside. They're not amazing. And now you're coming for that 200 SMA. You see that? You're coming. Now I'm going to lose half of my gains now. Sketchy time. I'm going to close the long now and enter back in when the 5 and the 7 minute reset. See, it's hard to get your limit order, though. They play games. But I just fight it. I just keep fighting it until they give me what I want. See that? That way you don't pay. Watch it probably bounce off this level now. It didn't lose the 200 SMA, so it should bounce. All right? But my 5 and my 7 are in the back of my head, and I'm like, I want to let them reset. So like I'd like this to go sideways a little longer. And after a massive liquidation, they usually take the price and go sideways. They usually do. All right? They usually do. So let's get back into what I'm talking about. So the daily looks interesting. And look, we're still holding this beautiful daily support and resistance. As long as you don't go lower then 35,400, you know, you're in a pretty good spot, right? Let's go now to the 12-hour and the 22. Interesting how they both have a bearish cross right now. That would have to flip for us. So both the 22 and the 12 don't look amazing. Even the 8-hour says you're going to take a nasty dump to the downside. So the 8-hour is getting started for a dump. I'd be careful there. The 8-hour doesn't look good, and you have previous resistance that you couldn't get back above. So the 8-hour got resistance at 37, 739, 740, and it's struggling. It's struggling. We take a look at our 4-hour time frame. We're going to need the 4-hour time frame to basically save the day here. This falling wedge will have to break back to the upside. That entry on that wick on that 1 minute is beautiful right now, right? If I got in that early, chance I would stay in the trade just to kind of, you know, you're already kind of up on the pip. So on the pip side, you know, the flip side, we do the pip side. So this is strange. It was a falling wedge that broke out, broke back inside the pattern again. So I negate the fact that it ever left and just trade this falling wedge the way it was supposed to be traded. The 1 hour looks really nice to me, like it could pump. The 15-minute is overbought, right? It doesn't look amazing. Almost suggests that we'll make some type of like elongated right shoulder, or just like, you know, we'll hang out right here before our bigger pump back to the upside. But the falling wedge does suggest we break out. This is a bit of a shoulder. That would be a head. So you see, I've seen these, they're like shallow shoulders. That would be a head. And then you're looking for some type of little shoulder here. That would be an inverted head and shoulder. They get our move back to the upside. Bitcoin did pump back up. Let's take a look at the smaller idea here. I would have been back to break even right now. See that? It bounced off the 200 SMA. However, the bigger time frames don't, you know, I'll re-enter the trade when I feel the trade makes more sense. All right. And again, I'm not perfect. No one ever said I was. I swung trade spot for the last 12 years, and I've only been trading leverage since March. So I'm never going to tell you I'm a master leverage trader. That's ridiculous. But I used, you know, I've turned this $5,000 into $5,800, right? And I've turned the $5,000 into $7,000 twice already. So I'm able to produce. I'm not saying I'm the greatest in sliced bread, but I'm able to produce. You know, I don't lose my money leverage trading. Most people lose the entire account. 90% of people here lose their entire account within a couple days. They lose one, they lose two, then they run trade, then they go 4 port, then they hit 75x, liquidated, and then this is the last one, then they don't care anymore, they just throw it in there. It's either going to make it or I'm going to lose, and they lose it all. It happens to basically 95% of people that trade leverage. So if you're going to trade it, you got to trade it with proper support and resistance. You got to trade it with proper risk management. You have to know your stop loss. You have to know your target. You have to know what you're willing to risk. All right? And if you can risk it for the biscuit, you know, but again, you got to learn education. If you don't have the education, you are going to struggle when it comes to leverage trading, period. And Bitcoin getting that bounce back to the upside, which is interesting to me. 15-minute, a little beat, but it could stay pinned as well. So let's move back into the 7 now. And I got to do my assessment here. 7's weird, but you know what? Look at this. Honestly, I see a short squeeze coming out of this flag to the upside on the 7. That's a cup and handle to the upside right there. And a massive short squeeze back up. Then we hit the 200 SMA. Then we get above that and we can get a bigger move. Not as good as that trade before with the 6-to-1 risk reward ratio like I locked in. But that's a flag that I'd be interested in playing. You know? So even though we're overbought, I see this curvature. That's an interesting sign. 5-minute has this very overbought section, but maybe it pumps up anyway and gets kind of pressed. But, you know, right now I'm not in love with the 5. You know, and it seems like we're going to have some more sideways price action here for a while before we kind of get situated. I pulled my fib, though. We did wick to that golden pocket. That was my initial entry. Came up. I took profit there. Then I got in like somewhere here. We came down. I kind of, you know, I did kind of panic sell that move, but I saw that there could be a possible potential for more downside, and I didn't want to take the downside risk. So, you know, I don't need to be right or wrong. I just need to make sure I don't lose a lot of money. That's the key. I'm not here to lose money. I don't want to lose. You know, there's no point in losing. Bam. So we already told you, everyone's going to come out now and tell you about that news. We already told you what the news is. It's Binance settling off at 3 p.m. That's it. U.S. enforcement issue. So Binance was like, oh, that's what you want? Because you know why? They're like, you want to play in our space? You're going to make another $4 billion. He's going to make the money back in like literally a year. You know what I mean? If they let him back in and he does Binance.com again and Binance, you know. So, dude, if I could get back on Binance, I dreamed of it yesterday. I really did. And Binance was my first exchange. I loved it. It was a great place, you know, and it had all the liquidity, a lot of coins. You know, MEXC is great too. There's a lot of awesome, but I always like having Binance. Binance is like, it was Binance and Coinbase for me, you know, when I all started, and we all traded Binance. It was awesome. You know, we were all at the right place at the right time. You know, I still love MEXC. I love MEXC for the ease of use. I love MEXC because you don't have to pay any fees. I mean, to me, why would you want to pay fees, especially when you're just starting out and you're dollar cost averaging, building a position? Why would you want to pay a bunch of fees to do that? So MEXC really takes the cake here. 0 spot maker and taker fees, 0 future maker fee, only 0.2%. All the other exchanges, they're talking 0.2, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. They could be 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. All right. They also have, like, they have so many coins that nobody knows about, and they have all the big boys too. Super impressed with the way they handle business and what they're doing and what they offer. And they had an award-winning interface. Like, the interface is award-winning. And when it's more intuitive, it helps you trade. Like, the more intuitive an interface is, the better off you're going to be. You know, a lot of exchanges could take a hint from what MEXC is doing, like KuCoin, you know, and stuff like that. Because, hey, why is your competitor just making it cleaner and easier to do things? How come you can't implement a GUI, a graphical user interface that everyone else is a little more appeasing, that appeases more people, right? MEXC did that. MEXC has it. MEXC, and honestly, MEXC has liquidity too. You know, unless the coin is so tiny, I can get in and out of my trades very nicely on MEXC. I really, really appreciate that. So, yeah, MEXC is the place to be. Hit the link in the description below. And demo trade for a month, please. Get your demo trades going. Figure it out, right? So JOYSTREAM looking for a bigger move coming out of this. What I call this a bullish rectangle. And it's a flag nonetheless. You know, a bit of a giant double bottom there. If you look at it kind of somewhat closely. Bit of a double bottom right there. And I'm looking for 7.377.4 on this 777. See that? And that's my next target for JOYSTREAM. Shout out to anyone that got into JOYSTREAM with us at the very beginnings. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, and I was able, I don't know how I did that with a shortcut. How I grabbed that fractal on a shortcut. I just did a cool shortcut. And I didn't even know how I did it. Weird. Anyway, JOYSTREAM. Let's take a look at CSIX. I want to see if it recovered or if it's kind of what it's doing. We jumped into this early. This thing was just making gains. So look, yeah, everything just bounced right back in. It was just a perfect buy to buy. A lot of times they do this for Bitcoin so they can get into altcoins that they want right before they pump a big altcoin. So it tells me that altcoins are about to pump because I've seen this before. They tank Bitcoin in a fair value gap quick, and then they use that liquidity and the movement to get into Bitcoins, to get into altcoins. They use that to get into altcoins. It's pretty crazy. So we're still stuck here on the 1 minute time frame, just doing our thing. And now we're consolidating more and more sideways. This is what it looked like was likely going to happen. Remember, I was like, oh, we're just going to go sideways more and more. The more sideways we go, the more likely we break to the upside out of this pattern. So now I'm really liking this pattern. Now I might up the ante, okay? I also saw that there's a chance that the 5 and the 7 minute kind of go in our favor. And if we break through this point of control, we can do a nice pump to the upside too as well. And I love trading Tuesdays, even though this feels like a false move Monday. Can you believe it? They brought us all the way down only to rip us back up to the upside. It's been an insane rally today. Unbelievable, right? And let's take a look back at BOOKMAP. Link in the description below to BOOKMAP. We greatly appreciate you if you jumped into BOOKMAP with us. It'll change your life. It will. So here's the deal. Here's the 3 links. Join the trading group, join MEXC, and join the newsletter. If you join the newsletter, it's going to blow your mind. We're going to give you access to my Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale before everybody else and give you an additional discount. I'm going to make it worth your while just to type in your email address and click opt-in. I'm going to make it worth your while. I'm the guy that shows up every single day. I produce value for you. Imagine what I'll give you if you give me my email address. I give you this for free just for a view and a like. Imagine what I'll give you if you actually meet me halfway. I'm telling you right now, join the newsletter today. It's going to blow your mind. I would never steer you wrong. I'm only going to help you. All right? I'm going to give you information that's going to help you make the right decisions. Honestly, I like this pattern. I like the other moving averages crossing the 200 SMA. I believe, let's take a look here. Remember, I could get Wreck City. There's no guarantees I'm going to win every trade that I play. It's just not going to happen. All right. This time, I'm going to risk 200 for 1,000. I'm going a little harder on this one. All right. And I'll probably give my trading group the results because I'm not going to be able to be here probably when that trade ends. I believe I'll be in that trade for at least a few hours. And I'm going to forget about it, act like it never happened, and just set it and forget it. Either I get stopped out or I win the trade. I'll come back to 5,600. I'll come back to freaking almost $7,000, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. It is a symmetrical triangle. They can break to the downside. The Stokes are a little high. There's a few things going against me, but I like the way the moving averages are panning out. I like how the smaller moving averages keep crossing the bigger one. It tells me that we could get a move. I like how we broke above the 200 SMA on the one and we're holding the zone. I like how we made a low, a high, and a higher low. And I like this. I see an inverted head and shoulder right there on the 1 minute time frame. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. That technically has a 68% chance of a break to the upside. That tells us we're likely going to get a pump. And I believe there's a bunch of shorts that are about to get squeezed right now. And we're going to corroborate that story with Mr. BOOKMAP. If I see two big red bars above us, then it's likely you don't want to short the market because you're going to get squeezed. Squeezing is when you're in between the price action and an actual fat order. You don't want to be squeezed. Trust me. You don't want to be squeezed. We take a look here. They're already starting a little bit of a short squeeze, long squeeze, but you can see the bull pennant here that we're forming up and down. All right. And look, we do, oh, wow, we got this huge order down at 36,000. Then we got these big orders up here at 38K. Wow, but that's a big order down there. 1,133 Bitcoin at $36,000, right? They're trying to hold us down into that mode. But then we even have 599, 419. This area does rival that liquidity zone, but only time will tell. And this will act kind of similar to a day. Like, this is a harder day to trade because it's a holiday day. You know what I mean? It's holidays. People are going to start getting ready to go to their aunt and uncle's house. Look, that's a quick $18 though, right? That's nice. I could scalp that and then add it to the Tilly, all right? My entry was 39.647, all right? Wow, I'm up $30 pretty fast, right? Honestly, when I make $30 that fast, I usually take it. That's fast. Like, that's fast money, you know? I like fast money. And on a risky day. Wow, that's a fast $36, $40. Look at that. Market's ripping back up again. There's the inverted head and shoulder starting to play out as suggested. Shoulder, head, and shoulder to the upside. We did it again, baby. We did it again. All right. Now up 70. Right now we're starting to make some gains here. And that's why I upped the ante a little bit. Now, a trade like today, I could take the stop and raise it a little higher. You can raise it just by moving it here. And what I want to do is I want to get a little closer to the 200 SMA. That's all. Just take a little bit of, and see how it said stop loss updated successfully. All right. But now we're at 37,000, baby. Now we're booming. Now we're booming. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Back above 37K. That's psychological. Can hold that. Now we got to give above this local high. See this local high is kind of stubbing our toes there at about 37,057. And we need a massive short squeeze, man, to propel us further to the upside. Now, you do this 10 times, you're making 780 a day, right? A couple losses here and there, but about like, you know, I can definitely clear more, you know? Make me $1,000 if this tends to play out and we hit our target. I'll make $1,000. Okay, up in here. And how do you look at that? Look, your stop loss, and then you can click this, and you can be like, if I hit the trade, I'm going to win 1,094. If I lose, I'm going to lose 170. I mean, that's a good deal. That's a 5-to-1 risk-reward ratio. That's a great risk-reward ratio, in my humble opinion. I'll take that every day of the week. Now, I could even bring the stop loss pretty close to break even at this point. I'm not going to do that yet. We're a little too close. But, you know, look at that. 21x leverage. I used $1,000. This is $37,000 trade. So it's as if you put $37,499 into the trade. Okay. So far, the trade's playing out beautifully to the upside. We got the liquidity that we want to as well. We're going to see how this manages. Oop, there's a short squeeze coming. It's getting violent. There we go. Now we're up 151 bucks pretty fast. See? I like that. I'd close that. Look at that. 160. Let's get that squeeze going, baby. Here we go. Anyone get interested in that long with me on that inverted head and shoulder, right? I like that trade. I'm going to take that trade. I do that 10 times a day. I mean, it says it's going to continue, right? And you hit last, close. Wow, now we're ripping. Now we're ripping. Look at that, baby. That's how you make 200 bucks pretty fast, okay? I like the trade. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. And look, I keep limiting out. That's fast. When I make money that fast, I usually take it. Come on, man. There we go. I got out. Bang, bang, bang. And I'm 2 for 1 now, right? And I've made about 200 bucks, okay? And again, look, now the price starts to slip a little bit. And again, I like what I'm seeing, but it's a sketchy day. Wow, this thing is likely going to plow, though. Look at that. I usually sell early. I'll tell you that. That's one thing about me. I do sell early. And this target actually could get all the way. I make the 1,000 bucks. Another thing, you'll sell early a lot if you're in front of a lot of people. If I was home alone, I'd probably just let it sit. But I'd rather impress you and take a win, right? I mean, just being honest. If you have a bunch of people watching you, like say you're a good juggler and you just started juggling and you have a good trick, you're going to do a small trick in front of a lot of people. You're not going to do like the trick you've been working on that no one is. But, you know, wow, massive short squeeze. Look at it, though. Getting violent now. And again, I don't mind when price keeps cooking. I'm okay. I'm happy that I made gains. Like, I'm blessed. Like, dear Lord, thank you for the gains in which you gave me today. I'm not going to cry or whine about gains that I could have, would have had. I'm going to be happy with the gains that you did give me. I'm so appreciative of every single time you help me grow my account and use my knowledge and education to help others. Amen. And there you have it. And look at it going, though. I do sell early. All right? I do tend to sell early on the live. Look at, oh, man, I would have made so much money, man. Oh, man. I'd be up like $300-400 bucks now. But that's okay. See, learning how to get over that idea is the strongest thing about being a trader. Sell when you feel comfortable, not when the market tells you to sell. Okay? Not when the market tells you to sell. But again, who took gains on the trade, man? I just showed you how to make gains. Ooh, look at this thing mooning. And I could see it because the 21 had crossed. When this was crossing the 200 SMA, it told me there was likely going to be a bigger move. Now we're at the resistance point. We break that, we're going to continue up. All right? Look at that. It did just break it. That thing is mooning. 260 now. Shout out to anyone that took the trade. Who loves what I just showed you? Bang, bang, bang. Who likes what I just showed you? Bang, bang, bang. Now reopen along with your profit and hold your original amount. Amen. One time I waited while others sold and I ended up losing money. Still made profits on the trade, but not as much. Rocketing. Look at that, man. Love it. Thank you, Sammy. 49K incoming. You guys are funny. Back to where we started, man. I took some gains. Hey, you got to take gains. All right. Bro, you're the man, man. God bless you, brother. Yeah. 15-minute deep cup and handy on the 34-400 is perfect. Amen. I'm from Argentina, and I only trade with 10 USD, but profits are profits. Thank you, Sam. Hey, slowly but surely, baby. One step at a time. I'm in it to win it. Rave Song Records, we love you. Cass was on a discount today. Great time to buy some Casper, 100%. I took my gains. Great trade. I'm the guy that gives you real ways to make a gain. I teach you every single time. All right? Wow. Yeah, it's definitely a weird thing going on in our country. So now look, you're oversold on the stochastics. Look, you even have an Adam and Eve double top here on the stochastics RSI. You see it? Adam and Eve double top. So now you draw your flag again. And now it looks like we could make another cup and handle. You see this? We'll continue moving through the cup and handles. I'm 2 for 1. I made 2 great profitable trades. I lost 1. Okay, so be it, right? My one loss was 18. My 2 wins were what? 220, right? So, like, what do we got to worry about, baby? You know? And I love compounding. I don't care how small the win is. You make millions of dollars understanding and representing every little dollar that you touch in your life, okay? All right, now maybe off a big one. I could sit here and trade these small time frames all day with you. All right, now you got this going, though. You got a bit of a bear flag kind of rising wedge. That could still break you to the downside 68% of the time. We got to pay attention. It's not all lovely right now, all right? We're still at 37,123, but man, I woke up this morning and called a short for my entire trading group. I made a video update explaining exactly what was likely going to happen. We hit it. I found the target. We went past the target. I got to the bigger target. Then I came on the live. I found the bullish divergence. I told you I have a strategy that this is supposed to play out every day. It's an algorithmic move that comes back to the 200. I talked about it. It happened immediately as I discussed it. There was an inverted head and shoulder here. I then made a trade, made gains. I made another trade, then I made another trade, made gains again. What else can I do? Honestly, I feel like I gave everything I could today. Like, can I take the day off? Didn't I do enough already for the trading? And I gave you JOYSTREAM, one of the biggest gainers of the day. What more can I do, baby? What more can I do? Let me know if there's more that I can do, and I will do it. You know? And I was sneezing my face off, and I sound like a freaking porcupine. I don't know how they sound, but it sounded right. You know what I mean? That was crazy. That drawing out the patterns in 5 seconds is crazy. Yeah, we're good, bro. See you Wednesday. Gorilla token going crazy. Teasy Weezy, don't make us go look at some random coin, man. It's a paradox that the more you do, the more is asked of a person. Amen. I love you. You're funny, man. You know the life strategies, though. So now we can get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. We can get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. Look, that's a cup and handle. There's your cup. There's your secondary cup. In the regular market, the handle is the right cup, right? But, dude, I sold pretty much the top again. I mean, I made 180, right? And it went out to 257. But you got to learn to take profits. You can't hang out in these trades forever. Like, if I went for the 1,000 and I was greedy, I wouldn't have made anything. But because I took what was in front of me, I made gains. Also, I tell myself, when you make gains that fast, like in 3 minutes, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 7 minutes, you made it $200. Like, come on, man. Made money on JOYSTREAM today. Thank you so much, Sam. God bless you, man. God bless you, Corey. God bless you, brother. Hola. Shout out to Sin City Crypto in the house. God bless you, man. There's always slippage, big gains. You guys want to see what he does for a couple of you. Imagine what your 99 gets you. It's insane. Shout out to the Crypto Sparky, man. I love you. Thank you. That means the world to me that you would say something like that. God bless you, brother. And look at the massive short squeeze that we just took advantage of and took gains on. And that's why we need people to learn how to trade the market. When they go too heavy short, we're able to take that long. They just paid me. They were my exit liquidity. I took exit liquidity on them, okay? Understanding how the markets work. And what I love about it is everyone knows that TA is hot right now. And I see a lot of channels that used to do no TA, and now they want TA. All they want is TA. But what they don't realize is you got to have skills too. Like, people come for the skills, not just the TA. They want to learn. They want to see someone that makes money on a daily basis, okay? I can teach you how to do it. We can show you the way. Look, I mean, this could be a nice cup and handle here now on the 1. See how it reset again? And low stochastics. I could scalp this again on the 1 now for another low stochastic move. I'm not going to because I got to run. You know, I'm going to grab some lunch, whatever. I'm exhausted, all right? I've been up since 7 in the morning with my trading group, grinding, okay? I've already made my daughter breakfast, brought her to school, and did some other things for my wife, all right? So, God bless you and yours, Sam. Love you, brother. Crypto Lover, what time of day do you think you do your best work? Every time, baby. I've been only trading for 4 days now. I've been watching this stream every day since then, the stream live. I just hit 72% on the short and 145% on the long with Bitcoin. Caleb, I love you. I love you. You're sounding much better. Brought your frequency way up during the live stream. Bam, baby, bam. Yeah. You know? And, dude, I do see this one. I think there's another scalp coming here on this 1 minute. I like this cup and handle. I draw a little retracement here. I see a 786 from Impulse. Right there, there's a 786 retracement from Impulse. Impulse to down, that's a 786 right there. We should be getting a bounce based off of algorithmic Fibonacci relevance. All right, the coefficient trading. Who trades coefficients? I'll show you how to do it. But yeah, now we're breaking out already, right? You see that? That would be in the money already. It was like right there. And there she goes. There she goes. See how the Stochastic is aggressively turning? Tells me there could be a nice pump here on the 1 minute time frame. Now we got ourselves a rising wedge. Rising wedges break out parabolically, but if they can break out, they're going to break out nicely to the upside. This tells me we could see 38,300 today. What if we go to 40K today? Binance comes out and then people think, well, Binance is back. See, it's funny. The enforcement action is actually the most bullish thing I've ever heard. Because can Binance get themselves back onto U.S. territory? Right? You started to talk about Near, but then didn't. I like Near Protocol. I think it's hot. I think it's amazing. Near is awesome. You know? CSIX still holding the gains. I got in way down there. Remember? And it didn't continue to moon. Unbelievable. Back to 9 cents and just doing damage. C6 Carbon Browser. I'm running down the street naked if we break 40K today. Don't do that, man. You could scar somebody for life, man. All right? Just put on a Speedo, bro. You'll be all right. All right? You don't got to go full port. Don't go full port on the wee-wee. All right, brother? Shout out to all the new people here. Who's new on my channel, never saw me before, and like what they're seeing. Put a thumbs up if you're new to the channel and you like what you're seeing. Put a thumbs up if you're new to the channel and you like what you're seeing. Put a peace sign if you're just always here and you like what you're seeing. I want to see how many people are new here on the channel. Put a thumbs up if you're new and you like what you're seeing. Made a quick 13 bucks, ain't much, but then I had, hey, dude, you made more than you had, Brian. God bless you, brother. God bless you. You're right. Don't need to go to jail. Yeah. I could put you on a list, man. Like a sex offender. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be one of those people. Trust me. I got a lot of peace signs that are watching the trade. Put a thumbs up if you're new here and you like what you're seeing. Sweeping L&H. We got the GOAT here. People putting the GOAT symbol. I love it, man. Another peace sign. Another peace sign. Wow, we got a lot of beautiful people here. Wow. Some thumbs up from Earl Harris. God bless you, Earl. Thank you for jumping on in. Can you check out Ada? Peace. Crypto Fever, man. Lifers, brother. I love you all. This is amazing. Today is a great day in my life, and it's a great day in your life, and together we will win. Oh, Sin. I used to trade Sin. Remember when I brought that up? Back in the day. Well, look, that's a retest technically. Broke out, retested, broke back to the upside. Now what I do this is I pan this out like a symmetrical, see? But that's an M pattern there, likely to break to the downside. Remember, the 5 minute is not in our favor. It's going to have to dump on us eventually. So, honestly, I'm looking at a short now, technically, with the 5 tanking. The 5 looks like it's going to take us down. We just don't want the 5 to take us too down, too far. All right? And again, I'm going to have to do another update for my trading group, kind of to break it down. I was basically live trading so much, I really couldn't assess the bigger idea. I'll do that at another time. Let's take a look at the DXY. And it's only when the market gets crazy, you'll see me live trade. And when that happens, sometimes I'm not going to be focused. But look at the DXY, got above a 200 SMA on the 10. That means it's starting to attempting to reverse, right? But what a nasty dump for this puppy. All the way to the downside. And we called it. We told you once it loses the 200 SMA and it closes the candle below it, at best, if it can't get back above the 200 SMA, it's got more downside. Likely when you lose a 200 SMA on the daily, you're going to fall to the 200 SMA on the 3-day chart. So I'm looking for the dollar to continue to the downside. Look for a bear flag or something on like the 4-hour. But I'm telling you, this looks like it's going to tank and come further down. My measured move is all the way down to the bottom of the pattern. Top of the pattern, bottom of the pattern. We're looking for the dollar to get to 97.39 here. And that's going to be a beautiful move. The altcoins, everything's going to flow. And the dollar is struggling right now. Absolutely struggling. All right. Well, now we're seeing some bullishness here. Oof. That looks like a nice scalp back to the upside. I don't like the 5, but the 1 minute looks like it could get a nice ripper back to the upside again. Target takes you back to about 37,669. All right. Wow, we're getting a big short squeeze again here on the channel. They don't know when to stop, these people. They're emotionally pissed now. They're revenge trading. Their revenge is our money. You know what I mean? And look, had I just kept my trade flat, I would still be in bigger money now. But again, I also would have felt a lot of anxiety throughout the stream. I don't like to lose in front of 1,000 people, and nobody does. So when you're up, probably a smart idea to take some profits, personally, for me, you know. This is breaking out now, though, of this nice little bull pennant. Get rid of some of these lines. We don't need them all. They're distracting. Throw them bows, throw them bows, throw them bows. Man. And we're at 270. Look at the short squeeze continuing here on BOOKMAP. And again, I did it again and showed you the short squeeze like I do every single time, baby. How do we do it every time? Pain don't stop. Pain don't stop, right? Rain don't stop. Pain don't stop. Pain don't stop. Pain don't stop. My brain don't stop. My brain don't stop. My brain don't stop. Stop, 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 stop. So look, another short squeeze, more accounts. I mean, they're just ripping people off they use that news to get people super freaked out. Oh, wow, look, a massive short squeeze now coming for Bitcoin. And there's calls now up. I could have scalped this one too. The 1 minute was low on the stochastics. We're in a nice pennant. 21-day moving average. Boom. I wouldn't be surprised if you see us rip all the way to 37,700 in like the next 5 minutes. Look at this massive short squeeze again. And I love BOOKMAP for giving us the data, showing us where the liquidity lies. I was able to figure out the short this morning. I was able to flip it back long. We don't stop here. That's why people love my trading group. They get so much information and so much education in a 2-hour period. I have crammed so much in here. And I have the goosebumps. I don't even feel that good. You know what I mean? But trust me, stick with the trading group. We're going to teach you things you're not going to be able to find out on your own. I've been doing this for 15 years, man. I know what's going on. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm 40 years old. I'm an old man. If you want to learn from an oldie. All right? This looks like it's going to continue to the upside. I didn't get to any of the super chats today. You can see why, right? I'm just preoccupied. Look at Beam and Sin, Arc and GALA and Saitama. Only one, man. I'm going to take a look at GALA. I can only pick one, Paper Toast. You can't double up. We've gone over this. No double ups in the super chat. So Beam, Sin, and GALA. All right. Thanks for a great scalp stream, Unique. Yeah, not every stream is exactly the same. All right. And again, we could dump all the way back to the downside and end up pretty low today. Just take a deep breath. I don't want anyone getting too euphoric over a couple 1 minute, plays. But that usually is our low when they liquidate here. That usually is the low for the day or for the week too. We'll see. Only time will tell. I just want to make sure that the 1 hour, all I care about today is that the 1 hour closes back above the 200 SMA. As long as we stay above here, we are bullish again. And remember, the bigger channel is this bigger channel that we're in right now. All right? If I take away the moving averages and all my crazy work, but you're looking at this bigger channel. And what I can do here is this. Well, I'll show you what to do. You go to the 1 minute, you look at all your strategies that you're using. Check this out. You go here to this little paper tool, and you see the things that I've made the most recently are these ones, right? And you hit shift. You hit shift and you grab them all, and then you hit create a group of drawings, and then just delete, and then you can say 1 minute scalp. 1 minute scalp stuff. This is my 1 minute scalp stuff. This is the stuff I was doing on the 1 minute over here. Hey, I was scalping on the 1 minute over here. You got a problem? Hey, next time I see you scalping in my neighborhood, huh? You go scalp in your own neighborhood, huh? This is the Bronx. You go scalp in Brooklyn, huh? We're scalping over here. This is our territory. If I catch you scalping over here next time, hey, I'm just going to say, I ain't going to tell you, but use your imagination, huh? Huh? Don't play me over here. Over here. And look, you can get rid of that. And then look, I actually wanted to add something. I think I can drag and drop too. I think I can. I never did that, but you can. Look at that. You can drag and drop. Pretty cool, right? Now it's in there, but... Oh, that's another one that I had. Where's this one? Oh, here it is. So look, drag and drop. I never knew you could do that. So you can drag and drop elements back into the space. So look, now you get rid of this. And then there's this curve too. And you can find out where the curve is. See, you got highlighted. And I can drag and drop in there. And now when I go back to the bigger time frame, because I just want to show you kind of the brass tacks here of life. We're looking at this pattern. And look, all they did was scare everyone, make it look all bearish, and then they kind of brought us back into position. And to me, it's a bit of a symmetrical triangle. That's what's forming right there for Bitcoin. Gotta say it's like, you know, ascending. But there you go. I mean, that has a measured move to the upside. And with approvals, Binance this is bullish today. They try to take the most bullish news and turn it bearish on you. Don't get it? Binance settling is the greatest thing ever. No more Binance FUD. They can't FUD us anymore. They're going to be clean and done. And all they had to do is pay their way off. I mean, $4 billion though? Seriously, I've never heard of a government shaking someone down for $4 billion. A couple $100 million. Even $1 billion is ridiculous. But to ask for $4 billion, be like, yo, this is how much you took from all these U.S. customers. You sold things you shouldn't have. Give us the money, and then we'll let you do it again. So insane. Like, if they really cared, that it would be a real enforcement. But apparently, they just want the money. So insane, man. Money-hungry people, man, really are the root of all evil. Money's not the root of all evil. Money-hungry people are the root of all evil. All right? DXY tanking. I want to see that go further to the downside. Let's take a look at SIN, USDT here. And again, I just traded the most volatile price action you've ever seen. Like, most people are freaking out and they're watching green candles and just doing the wrong thing. I calmly used my trading plan. I calmly used proper risk management. I couldn't have lost that much anyway. I made sure I was doing the right thing. And we took advantage, you know, of other people's inability to control themselves. The money I just made was because there's a bunch of people that ran in short and didn't know how to control themselves. That's how it's done, you know. So look at this puppy. I mean, you had a bullish div on the 3-day, right? You got bullish div on the 3-day chart, which is very rare. You see that? And it played off. Then you got the bust back to the upside. You're likely to pump back up. I mean, there's a chance that this thing absolutely bottoms. Synapse, you know, you kind of have elongated. Now, the idea is, though, you have a resistance that you got to get back above. So you got to get back above this line right here at 53 cents. Otherwise, you're going to have a bit of a problem. All right? Anyway, I got to jump, everybody. I can't finish the Super Chats right now. We got Beam. We got GALA and ARC. I apologize, but I really have to go eat because I have to be back for BOOKMAP. I probably can't even eat now. I should have left earlier. I just missed my chance to go eat. I think I can eat in an hour and get back, though. Well, look at ARC, man. The last time I put out ARC, did I put it out down here? Did I put that out? You got to give me a pass on the Super Chat today. I apologize. Let's take a look at SIN. And I never say this, but it was heavy. I mean, ARC just continues to boom up 277%. I'd be taking profits if I were you. It's very far away from the 21, and it's oversold. Smaller time frames are kind of what can keep you in the zone. But I mean, again, you do whatever makes you happy, but that's you know, you can flag this out. There's a chance that it continues to pump. I'd watch this flag. ARC looks like it may continue here. Very, very bullish. I don't know what's brewing. I don't know what it is or why it's brewing, but it might have some ecosystem. Something to do with DeFi, and I should know, but I don't know ARC. This is one thing I don't know about. I'm not an ARC specialist here. I do see a bearish div. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, so here's the deal. I wouldn't long this unless it breaks above this line on retest. So I'd wait for this to break out, retest. I would long that right there. It could also retest and come back down to this 200 SMA. It's up pretty big after a huge pump, but it doesn't mean it can't continue. Definitely want to watch it. If you can get back above this level right here at 169, you got yourself a bit of a move. And again, my business is to support and help. So I'll probably get through all the Super Chats now, and I just won't eat. I won't eat. I'll overwork myself to death. No, I'm just joking around. I'm all right. I'll be all right. I'll boil some eggs and I'll make it. I just really wanted to go to get my corned beef hash that I get at the same place every time. You know, I could probably pick it up. I'll call it in and pick it up. And that way I can still eat. And I can still make it. It's never the same, but I'll do it anyway. You know what I mean? So I'll call in and pick it up. Yeah, I'm calling in my... Hey, how's it going? It's Sam. May I have a pickup? I would like to have the corned beef hash with 3 eggs. Over easy. And perfect. I love it. No, I'll be there in like 10, 15 at the most. God bless. Thank you. Excellent. I got my corned beef hash, baby. Yeah. Let's take a look at GALA for y'all. Now I can do the super chats for you guys. All right. I made the call. I made an audible. I really like what GALA's about to do. I'm very bullish on GALA. I'm heavy on it right now. 6-hour resets, comes back to the bottom of the pattern. I am all in skis. So right here is going to be a load up point for me at 23.78. I see GALA making a massive move up. The bigger time frame, which is the daily, has a golden cross coming. Whenever I front run these, I make a boatload of money. I like what GALA's doing. I like where GALA's at right now. And honestly, I'm going to add to that a little bit. If we come down lower, I'd like to add a little bit right now, though I'm really not too picky about the exact price action because I see a bigger move coming for GALA. I'm excited, and you should be too. And look, I'm up on my Bitcoin buy that I made live. I made a Bitcoin trade. Things are going our way, baby. We're winning again like we do every single day here on the channel. And I'm gonna buy $500 worth of GALA now, and I'm gonna buy $500 worth of GALA later on if we get that lower price action. All right, at 25.25, I'll go to the 30. I front run it so I can get my bag filled. All right. And again, I got a big old bag of GALA right now. I already got $4,000 of it. I kind of want 5,000 of it, and we'll go from there. Everybody, so that's GALA in a nutshell. All right, that's ARK in a nutshell, and SIN. And I think I did it, man. God bless everybody here that did the fan funding. Effing Book, OMAC, Lee Khalifi, Britt, Bryson Gonzalez, Paper Toast, Jamie, Hunches. Thank you for becoming a member. I love that. Love is a choice, and I love that. Crypto Vision Trader, welcome to the Exclusive Lifer. I love you. Jaden Williams, we love you. Oh, Beam. Let's go over Beam for Jaden. Oh, wow. Look, we're mooning now. Now we're mooning. Bitcoin at 300 now. Right? See that? And look, I'll bring back the cup and handle sauce. And look, the original cup and handle up to the upside, if I just played it and stayed straight, I would be up. I would have made my $1,000 trade right likely. I got to learn to hold my trades, but it's tough when people are watching, I'll be honest. And you don't know, it could go the other way. There's no guarantees that trade, the guaranteed thing was I could take money. That was guaranteed. All right? But look, we just talked about this trade and showed it to you, and this trade's in the money too as well. All right? Did get rejected by the top trend line. Look for it to kind of squiggle around. But I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. And I'll be back to give you guys more updates and more information. Let's take a look at Beam, and then I'm out of here for the day. All right, Beam on MEXC. Wow, once it got above, look, it front run the golden cross. Actually, more could be coming, but look, once it got above the 200 SMA, gone. I teach this to my students all the time, and then it had the Adam and Eve. Look, I'm seeing every coin do the same thing. The Adam and Eve double bottom. Slanted, though. They're slanting it for whatever reason. And then once it breaks the neckline, it's going to moon. You draw your neckline, then you draw wick to wick as your areas that you could get. I would take that wick to this wick, and boom, and then again, that takes you to a high volume node. You get above that and you moon, and really there's just no resistance for Beam. Beam swap, baby. Right? I mean, that looks like it's going up to 12 cents. So I would be, now that I see the daily looks good, I'd be zooming into a smaller time frame to find me a pattern or a move that could make sense. Then I'd be drawing a Fibonacci on a smaller time frame, Alt F with my, and then I'd be looking for this to come back down, possibly to the 786, 886 retracement. And this is what I'm looking for very, very closely. All right. Bang. It's been a great day to be with each and every one of you. I'm so blessed. They brought us up. They brought us down. They did false move Monday on a Tuesday, but we managed pretty well. God bless everybody for coming on into the live. Thank you so much for being here. You're awesome, man. Got some ETH profit in HH. Yeah, man. I'm glad you honored them super chats. Gained some brownie points. Amen. Which beam is this? Tractor beam. You're funny, man. Beam swap, baby. Beam swap. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Shout out to David Kendall, man. My elite also, David, man. He hit IMGNAI, man. This guy nailed it. My team is so awesome. But he was right here. He nailed this huge pump to the upside. Now it's doing a retracement. Possibly a nice, look, a golden pocket. And this is an AI play. It's very small, low cap AI play that could do some damage. IMGNAI, right? Probably, I think it's something like, it makes me think it's something like, today was a weird experience in many ways, but unexpected one is also be. Investors and founders don't always align. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. To be fair, no two persons can always be 100% aligned. I'm both a founder and investor. Knowing when to let go of a company you founded is one of the trickiest decisions. All right? I don't think he resigned, man. He's talking about Sam Altman. You know what I mean? 4-hour cup and handle Bitcoin to 38,000 and change. Pump. Oh, we're getting a pump now, right? Hold up. Massive pump for Bitcoin. Oh man, I would have won my $1,000 trade, babe. I always sell early. 37,005 for Bitcoin. Massive move to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. This trade played out. And look, rising wedges break out parabolically. Now I got your measured move to the upside here. Dude, had I stayed in that trade, oh my goodness, I would have been paid in the shade. But it's okay. I'm here with each and every one of you. Look at this massive move up. Unbelievable. I'll be back for BOOKMAP live stream. I'll get on the BOOKMAP YouTube channel every single Tuesday from 1 to 2. And I go over BOOKMAP and order flows, and I actually trade live too. So if you want to come and trade live with me again, I'm going to show you exactly where to go. I'm actually going to link it right now so you guys know. And I never do this. This is important. This is going to get the BOOKMAP stream booming. Honestly, I sell more BOOKMAP on my own live stream, to be honest. I have to be honest. I sell more BOOKMAP on my own live stream, but I have to tell them it's the truth, right? Like, I probably would sell more BOOKMAP if I went back to my own live stream, but, you know, I help them out, give them some content, and, you know, send some people our way. So, look, I'll be live in 37 minutes on BOOKMAP. Jump, you know, check it out. I love this guy, Dumb Coming. You're such a loser. God bless each and every one of you for being here. God bless everyone for jumping on in. Thank you so much for being here. All right. CZ resigns as the Binance CEO. Really? Where? Where do you see it? Honestly, it's a good move, man. He's still a huge founder and an investor. He has control of the entire thing, man. He makes a whisper. It's just paper, man. This is just paper. Don't worry, man. Where are you getting this information? Watcher Guru? Okay, let's take a look right now. They've said, are they always 100%? Breaking, Changpeng resigns as Binance CEO. Just in is discussions to step down as criminal investigation ends. Department of Justice to announce Binance settlement in press conference today. I think it's still bullish, man. I think it makes it harder for them to figure out who is who. You know what I mean? Probably put it in the right entity in the right country and change it all up. And maybe he had to step down legally for that all to happen. I believe it's a strategic positioning, and it's a big deal. So I don't have any fear, but Binance CZ resigns as Binance. He does resign as the Binance CEO. Apparently, this is new news. This is big news, and I'll repost it with a quote. I'm so bullish. He still runs the show, everyone. And it's probably stressful, too. He did all the right things. He did everything he could, and they still did what, you know, he probably was like, you know what? You know? Anyone, I love you all. I appreciate you all, and I got to jump on in. Wild day in crypto. Sam, could you check Soul? I cannot. I got to jump on out of here. Everyone have a blessed day. Stay amazing.